So, like last week, which feels like an eternity at this point.
Was it 2 weeks?
2 weeks ago,
2
yes.
weeks.
That's part of why it probably feels like an eternity. The other half is dealing with this new rules update. You will be seeing new rules for all these characters, new spells, new spell interactions, and all these other things. So if we fuck up, it's alright. Alright, I guess. So the last time that we played, you all had cemented a idea as to what and how you're going to handle both the Ivory Claw and the Mysticani, having gotten an offer from the one of the houses here within Shady Creek. You were told that should you wish, you would be given some funds to hold over the Mysticani leader, and in return, you'd simply need to do a job for them. They gave you an option of a gold job and a platinum job, seeing as you already had a silver token for them to turn in. The gold job would be to go to the depths of Malaismere, a city that has been lost to the Savalier Wood and the massive curse that now lies on the forest just to the north of the city. And retrieve items that were supposed to have been brought back, but halfway through the mission, the people they had sent went radio silent. Or at least they would if people knew what a radio was. The other job, the platinum job, which would mean that they would help you. They would start an all-out war on your behalf, just so long as the thing they needed got done, was done. Is that you would have to go and hunt down specific individuals within the Cerberus Assembly and take care of them. Opting to go for the gold after a sort of like a retroactive favor to this family, you all made your way to the city, back to the inn where you had made this sort of deal before. I believe last session is also when you all had your tarot reading, in which a reading was done to try to see if they could delve into what happened with the sparkling. And while the sparkling is not back to its full potential, they are at the very least back in spirit. There seems to be life within the artifact now, even if that life is not as vibrant and awake and aware as they normally are. With that being said, you have your bag of holding, and we ended last session with Varnex leaving the inn, bag of holding in hand, and striding across the square towards the trench. Pick up there. As Varnex, you open the door of the trench and make your way inside. You see one familiar individual, the large silver dragonborn, is sitting sort of at the bar in a position that allows him to look and sort of watch over the entirety of the interior space of the trench. As he sees you walk in, he sort of nods in your general direction, and you see him sort of, as a waiter comes by, grab them by the arm, whisper something in their ear, and sort of shoot the head towards the back, and the waiter quickly nods in agreement and leaves.
I'll speak to him in Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna do this out here in public, or we got a private office? Cause your boss, is he invisible now, running around? Cause he's gonna want to talk. I've got an offer.
That's good to hear. No, we should do this someplace more private, though I'm not sure if he wants to invite you into his office, per se.
I'll wait.
Sort of nods, and he gestures at the bartender, who brings him a second of what he's having, and they place another one down for you in case you want it.
What is it?
It is like a very dark ale of sort of stout.
I'll pick it up and just down it. One shot.
It is effectively just drinking bread. It's just very heavy,
good.
but
Ugh.
you after a moment, the waiter reemerges, and maybe 2 minutes later, or only a couple of seconds later, you see the gold dragonborn step out and say, "We would love to have a conversation, though I believe the basement is probably best to avoid prying eyes." Sort of looks around you. Make an insight check.
Insight. That is not a good one for me.
And remind me, are you in here alone?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think anybody else came with me. I didn't bring Kenji this time. Definitely didn't bring the sparkling. Because
Sure.
he was doing the fuckboy things.
What?
That is the first time Vilrus has ever been accused of being a fuckboy.
I got a 12.
A 12. You gather that he's sort of like, he seems a bit distracted in this moment as he's looking at you and sort of around in general. But
Yeah, I'm alone. Look, alone. There's no two other minds. It's just me.
cocks an eyebrow a bit and says, "So there were two."
Yeah, well, I'm not
Interesting.
dumb either. I know what you were doing. It's cool. Let's go.
You are full of surprises. Let's. And he walks down the stairs. As you follow down with him, it is a very old building. The stairs down to the basement are just sort of like a very rickety wood. So as he walks down, he's a very lithe dragonborn. He does not have a lot of muscle on him. He's book learned and has never touched a weight in his life. But as you walk down behind him, it is with the incredibly broad shoulders, well muscular frame, plus just a sheet of metal encasing you. It is like a ghost walking downstairs and then a troll walking downstairs, with the sound difference between the two.
Except I'm lithe. I'm athletic.
You're not overweight, but you have a 20 strength. You are ripped. Like, as you're following down behind him, you between the musculature and the armor, you are sort of causing stairs to creak a bit. But as you get to the bottom, you see that the interior is a very small basement, 4 pillars sort of holding the place up. A lot of boxes all around, full of various materials, most of which seem to be just general upkeep of a place like this. Extra dishes and cups and cleaning materials, but also on the other end there are like extra casks of ale and the like to keep like a storage. On the far wall, there seems to be more of like a bench situation with small tools sort of on shelves that climb up the wall and a ladder to get to the top. And inside, there are 2 chairs sort of placed in the middle and a third off to the side, as you see that the dwarf that you met with before, Aelarine, is already sitting in his chair facing the door as you walk in. And you watch as Vilrus sort of goes behind a pillar, wraps around, and sits in the chair in the back. Just sort of sits and waits.
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast your spell. I'm not gonna lie. Open brain, open book here, bro. I'll sit down.
I appreciate your open invitation. It's not often that people are so willing for me to pry through their secrets, but
I got no secrets
Did you,
because
did you just? Oh boy.
I already told you
Yeah.
what I wanted. Now
You
I'm
see
here
that he
with the
doesn't hide it at all. He goes ahead and he casts detect magic, or not detect magic, detect thoughts.
Oh god.
Um,
Now I will put
And-
up a barrier of mental.
Mhm.
Right, you get surface. You go any
Yeah.
deeper, and I'll know.
So
Oh,
you
for sure.
didn't just willingly say that you were an open book and that he could read your mind, and you didn't willingly fail that save that he was gonna do.
You do feel like that was his understanding of it, so you feel like a push on this mental wall, and as there's a bit of a resistance, he sort of looks at you a bit curious, but doesn't say anything. And since Aelarine is sat in front and doesn't see Virus's attempts at this moment, he will go ahead and speak and begin by saying, "Well, I'm very glad that you came back. I was sort of afraid that you might not, considering I'm sure that it would not have been a surprise in my sense for you to have run off and cut a deal with the Ivory Claw to see if they had a better offer. But luckily, the people that we've had keeping an eye on you mentioned that you did no such thing. So I appreciate the honesty
Ivory Claw.
that we have here.
Okay, I need a above board thing from everybody. We're not going to tell them about that. We've partnered with this other family. That's out. Got that. Oh my God. I know what I want to do, but what did we decide? We're not giving up Yotev. We've got the money. I can't remember. Are we going to hurt the Ivory Claw or not for the family?
No, we don't have to because we have the gold
Okay.
ring.
I couldn't remember
favor,
that.
and that's why we're gonna end up going to Malaya's Mirror.
That's
later.
fine. Okay. I just
Yeah.
want to make
If
sure
we had
that
only followed up with the silver, we would
okay.
have then had
Yeah,
to.
thank you. I just
Yes,
want to
you're
make sure when I tell him he can take over the claw once I kill Eketh that it's all good.
Yeah, and they gave us.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the list of what I have. Like, how many gold bars do I got? I'm gonna start with those. I got 5, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless Michael comes back and tells me I have bad memory.
I think it was 5. And
No, I think it's 5 gold bars, 250 gold worth of gems,
and then there's residuum.
2 bags of residuum,
All right.
and an amulet with a winged woman
Yeah.
holding
Okay.
a mote of light.
I assume I can sit.
Of course, you're more than welcome.
Then I'm gonna hold up my hands.
Here's what we got. I have the money for you. Or I have some money. You can have the Ivory Claw. I want Eketh, but you don't get Yotev. And I think what I have, you'll be okay with.
And I'll lean over.
I'm reaching in the bag.
And I'll open the bag, and I'll grab 2 gold bars.
Okay.
Is there a table in front of us?
No, just open floor.
Just open floor. I'll toss 2 gold bars down on the floor.
Okay. He looks down at it. So he looks back up at you.
Not enough?
I'll get the other 3 out. Throw them on.
Looks down at it. Looks back up at you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. Which one is
This
that
how we fucking
one?
die.
That's how Varnax dies. Because he's in here alone.
What do I get on saves? I just get a +1 for the wisdom, right?
Your
Oh,
aura
no.
gives you charisma.
Your
I'm sorry.
Should be 4 if it's a 1 already, right? Is it +3?
Hold on. That's weird.
I don't know what my app bonus is. Sorry.
Yeah, your foundry has it lower than it should be, which is interesting. You have a +8 to wisdom.
Total?
Yes.
Then I got a 26 because I rolled a natural 18.
Okay. You feel a presence try to push deeper and fail.
I'll look over at him. I'll lean around, look at him.
Open book, right?
I get you got to try. I'm not lying here.
You see,
Then I'll say,
if
Obviously, this is not enough.
I'll take out one bag of the residuum, throw it on.
he sort of looks down at it, and you watch as it gets picked up with a mage hand, floated over to him just to let him see and make sure that it's real. It gets floated back down and placed onto the gold.
I don't remember what would we say that was worth.
Each bag is worth 500.
Okay.
He looks
All
at
right,
this.
that's what I was able to come up with.
Make a deception check.
Oh my god.
These I'm better at.
If we end up walking out with an extra bag of residuum.
I got 16. Because I only do the +4, correct? I
Mhm.
don't have any other aura stuff, right?
You see a look come across Aelorine's face. He looks over back at Vilrus, shakes his head no.
Vilrus shook his head no?
You also get the Ivory Claw. Let's not forget that. And the lifetime earnings from that.
Oh, I would never dream of forgetting something as precious as that. No, I appreciate such offers. I am very impressed by the windfall that you were able to gather in but 24 hours? Less?
I tried to explain to you that I was resourceful and good.
So I'll pull all the gems out and because he's a dwarf, and I'll just end my handful one at a time. Make sure the light hits him.
He gets a smirk across his face as he watches, and he's are you adding them to the pile?
Yeah. They're just tinkling down wherever they go.
He doesn't know, chat. He doesn't know.
He nods at it. Goes, it's very kind of you to have found in your heart to add something of, I'm sure, because you would not lie to me, Varnex Terrascale. I'm very proud and touched that you would add something of your personal coffers, referencing the gem, to this pile. Your friend, he's worth a lot, and you have gathered together an impressive little hoard. He says that a little pointedly at you.
We are.
I'm
You followed us around. You know we're an impressive group. We've done some impressive things. You don't think I got this mithril plate mail just because of my charm, do you?
No. I imagine you got it through blood. Whether it's the old owner's blood or someone that the old owner paid you to kill. Maybe you just collected enough money through the death that you pay for it, I'm not sure. Somewhere blood was spilled for that, I'm sure.
Oh, I spill lots of blood.
I'm sure.
So, I'll look over. I got one more thing, and I'll pull the amulet out. Now, we don't know. We don't know. We never had it identified or anything, and I'll hand it to him.
The dwarf does not raise a hand. A mage hand comes and holds it, and instead of going to the dwarf, it zips around over to the Dragonborn, who then sort of cups it in his own hand, looks down, his eyes flash gold, and turn back very quickly. Wraps a claw around it, looks over towards Aelarine, and nods.
What was that that he just gave them?
The
The
amulet.
amulet.
I've got one bag of the residuum left.
But we didn't identify the amulet.
No, but Vilrus just did.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I figured that.
I thought we
Uh,
did. Beforehand.
We didn't cast identify, but we tried to examine it.
Did we
Okay.
figure out what it did? If Vilrus
Now-
if Vilrus likes it, it might be a bad thing.
It's okay. It's all good.
Oh my god.
So he
Um,
nodded.
Yeah.
I'll close my bag of holding.
Aelarine
Is it a
sort of-
deal?
We hand you Eketh. And we make sure that the children are untouched and unharmed as of this point. No new injuries shall come to them. And in return for these 3 bodies, we get the ivory claw. And of course, our previous agreements with funding for this new church of yours.
I have also spoken to my mistress, and as long as you are not too greedy, she is acceptable.
I will be sure to keep my ambition in check.
I am sure you can. So, I need details.
Of course.
How are we going to? When are you going to turn the children over to us? Because we would like to get them out of town as soon as possible.
Well, I'm sure you're aware that our friend Erastus was upstairs, and obviously Vilrus and I couldn't be bothered to go out on a mission ourselves. However, sort of looks back over at Vilrus, who nods one more time and says, "Seems as though Urk is already in position. The children could be freed, especially now."
Okay. When and where do I get to face Eketh? And do I get
This is
to-
where this is where it gets a little bit more of a dealer's choice. I can always call him here, and he and I have had conversations much like this one down here in our basement. You could meet him here. We could call him to the forest. It'd be more common for our meetings. It's a neutral third-party area, though I will warn, if we go to a place like that, it would be impossible for us to guarantee that he does not bring backup. Or, the third option, I suppose, we could always get you into his compound. Though that would be the most dangerous.
I have a fourth possible option.
Love to hear it.
Get him to the church. I can get him there. But it would be fitting if you were there to see what happens after he's dead.
To this church that I'm to run.
Yes.
Do you know where this is?
Oh, I can find it.
Would be harder to find him there if we don't know where it is, or if he does not know how we know of it.
All right, so DM check. So if I
Yeah.
go and I start consecrating it again, he would know immediately, right?
Yes,
Would he come to defend it?
probably.
Okay.
Then
This would still bring up that problem of more than likely, if you were to do that, he's probably not going to come alone.
Right. I get that.
Hmm.
So the only place to get him alone would be here in the basement.
Right.
All right, group.
If you do the forest, he might bring people, but you
Yeah.
could also bring people. It's entirely
board
dependent
group.
on that.
Do you want to be involved in this fight, or do you want it to be mano a mano? I'm asking you all. Above
I
board.
guess like I would like to be there to like support in case anything happens to you. But I don't know the full deals of the game and the rules of the game that you're with
I just
Tiamat.
gotta kill him. From
Right?
my understanding, correct, DM? He's just
Mhm.
gotta die.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how.
Doesn't matter.
I
how.
just have to kill him.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Because, like, I don't want you to end up necessarily, like, above board. I don't want you to end up in bad graces with Tiamat because you
yeah.
get rezzed or healed or get outside help from this fight.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
I don't think
No.
we need to worry about that. He already used the sparkling to try to snipe one of them.
He did.
Yeah.
And there was one of the
And it
heads
was
of Tiamat
great.
that did kind of disapprove about it.
No, it was just the one head that was pissed
Yeah.
because I went outside. The other, were fine.
The rules are very loose. The rules are basically just one of you must fight to be the last man standing.
Think of Highlander. Highlander scenario right here.
It could be poison, it could be magic based. You could hire people to go kill them on your stead. It doesn't matter how, as long as you're the last man standing.
So seriously, above board, do you guys want me to just do it here now by myself, or do you want me to do it at the temple and we're all present, including these guys?
I'm here for whatever decision you decide to make because I was not allowed to be included in this botched bargaining situation that you just put yourself in. So I will let you feel
Botched?
you want. Yeah, dude, you're pulling out weird ass shit, and you don't give the residuum before the amulet, and we don't identify the amulet. It's all wild to me. This was truly wild.
I was told that the residuum was the most fucking expensive thing in that bag.
Dude, we're gonna get fuck tons of gold. I mean, you make the call, I'll do whatever. I'm just hassling you,
personally
but
wanna
I'm
do
here
it
for
in the
whatever.
temple. I think it would be better in the temple.
I think the temple would be cool.
I think so too.
Temple sounds good.
Honestly, from the story, because once I start, then I finish, and then I hand it over to what's his name, and then he's gonna get into the when Tiamat contacts him and says, "Yeah, you work for Farnex now." Okay.
I think this should be done in the temple, and yes, I can find it. I have not gone there yet because I didn't want to, because of the stipulations we were under. I did not want to cause a problem until we got Yotev's kids safe.
Right. I look forward to seeing my new where my new responsibilities will be, I suppose.
I assume that the two Dragonborns are gonna figure out pretty quick what happens.
Oh,
when
for
I get
sure.
this right. Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
Oh, I'll do my own little cast real quick. I want to make sure I understand. I know how this works. Do I have it prepared? No, I don't. I don't have it. Never mind. I can't do it. I was gonna do detect good and evil, but I don't know it and have it. So I wanted to see if they were good or evil, which wouldn't really work on them, would it?
Yeah, it's less alignment based and more like if they're a certain creature type.
Okay. All right. What time of day is it? It's morning, right? We pretty much just got up and because we had our long rest, decided our stuff last night. I did this now.
I don't think you guys rested at the end. I think it was like you were at the bar at like what, 2, 3?
Oh yeah. So it's still the same day, same afternoon.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Give me. I need 15, 20 minutes, and I'll tell you where to meet us.
All right.
I'll send somebody over. Can I just leave word with someone upstairs? Would that be good enough?
Of course.
All right. Thank you for your time. I'll extend a hand.
He'll reluctantly lean forward to grab your hand to shake.
I'll give it a good squeeze
Hmm.
and shake.
You'll hear from me shortly.
I'll head out. I'm gonna go into my room and I'm gonna pray to figure out where the temple is. And do I need to do a check for that?
Yeah. Give me a religion check.
Here, I will just roll it in. Anybody want to help this? Give me advantage.
Okay,
Aren't you
Cam.
by yourself?
You're by
No,
yourself.
I went up to
brother.
my room. I came back in and told you guys what
Oh.
happened. Sorry. Come into the inn, tell them what happened. I'll hand the bag of holding back to you, Kenji, because you got it. Who got the bag of holding from
had two.
the family?
Yeah, now we have 2.
Yeah.
But who got it originally?
I did.
Who was it? Okay, I'll give it to Yotev.
And yeah, the residuum. There's one bag of residuum left.
Oh! Sorry, didn't mean to have an outburst like that. That's good.
Everybody, there is one
Like,
bag
think about
of
it a little bit.
residuum left. We handed it to Yotev. I need to go pray real quick. I gotta find Temple.
And what is his name? I got Vilrus. What's the dwarf's name?
Arasis. No,
Arasis.
sorry, Ailorain. Arasis is the Dragonborn.
They're gonna meet
The
us
other dragon.
once we give them
Where the directions are. All right, so religion. Anybody gonna help? Not. I'll just roll normal. We'll see what the hell happens.
Let's see what you get.
That's not very good.
Why is it only giving me 2? My
You
religion.
got 5.
It's
Is
2 from
plus 5.
intelligence and 3 from proficiency.
Oh. I thought
You
I
know,
was. good for me.
I'll knock a flash of genius off and give you that additional 4, I believe.
So give me
Okay.
18.
18.
Let's double check. Yes. Oh, it's 5 because it's my intelligence mod, so it's a 5. So he has 19.
Oh, you got a 20 now.
Yes,
Awesome.
I'm at 29.
Awesome. All right. With a 19, you focus and close your eyes, and as you do, you feel a familiar presence, or rather, group of presences wash over you. And as they do, there is a element of, I guess, like a lack of desire from some aspects of it, but there is a inevitability of this that pushes forward. These different heads are expecting a clash and in some way welcoming it. So as you focus your attention, you feel a pull, like a knot in your stomach, as it draws you towards the outskirts of town, out and away from this central square.
So I assume I have to follow this, and I got to tell them to
More or less.
follow us. Correct?
Yes.
Is that gonna be how it works? All right.
Aiden,
Yeah.
go over to the trench. There'll be a blue dragonborn. Tell him that they need to follow us. They'll understand. I have to follow I can't just walk. I can walk to it, but I can't just give them directions afterwards. If they want me to go ahead and go to it, let us know. Cool.
Okay. I will
Right.
go over and let them know.
You go over. The Dragonborn is still sitting at that bar, and as you walk in, looks up and sort of clocks you for a moment, squints his eyes as if he's trying to place if you are someone he should know.
Varnek sent me. He has the location, but it's not so much a specific place that he can tell you to go to. He's about to go to it now. You'll need to follow him.
Rolls his shoulders back and then stands to his full height. And as he does, he sort of is a good head and shoulders up above you and just says, "Are we to leave now?"
If you're ready, he is.
He'll nod and he'll go and disappear into the back. A few moments later, the other Dragonborn and the dwarf comes up and makes their way into the main area and just sort of eye you interestedly. They are, for some of them, you are brand new to them. For others, they seem to be vaguely familiar with you as a person. You watch as specifically the gold Dragonborn looks at you and seems not super shocked or surprised at your presence, and seems to be more familiar with you than the others are. Just as a cursory glance as they walk in. You stand up and lead them out.
Yeah.
Right. You do. You watch as the three of them begin to follow you. You meet up with Varnex somewhere outside. And Varnex, your stomach begins to sort of... That feeling in your gut, you feel it get stronger as you leave the landlocked lady. As you make your way into the square, you feel a tug in the northern direction towards the forest.
I assume everybody's following, right?
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll just keep leading on.
You lead on without a word. The rest of you, this is the first time that you've seen these three. The silver Dragonborn following behind seems to mostly be like sizing people up. He takes a pretty good notice of you, Aiden. Takes a long time to size up Killian. Seems interested in the more obviously physically fit folks. He seems to be just getting a good sense of your size, your build, your capabilities, and such. And the other Dragonborn, the gold-scaled Dragonborn, seems focused mostly on the less physically inclined. He seems to be sizing you up, Varnex. He seems to have an interest in your armor, just sort of looking it up and down and taking in just what he can about it. Then with Cassandra, he seems to just sort of note her. Takes a few moments to sort of glance at the arcane focuses and the spell components that she has on her person, just sort of quick trying to glance and figure out what she might be capable of based off of the things that she carries. And about halfway through, as you're getting towards the edge, you see that the gold dragonborn stops.
Okay, so Elspeth, Lisbeth
Mhm.
is still at the inn. I'm assuming that the kids are getting sent to Lisbeth, correct?
Whether she and Calcifer are at the end is up to you guys.
If you were saying that the kids were to be sent to like us at the inn, I think Liz would probably have stayed there.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what the
Calcifer as well.
yeah. Because I'll turn before, because I'll turn.
We're getting close. The kids will be delivered to the inn, correct?
Vilris will speak up and go, they can be if that's where. Yes, I'll let them know. Head to the inn, the landlocked lady. There's someone waiting there for you. After a moment, he keeps walking as he sort of stops in his track to respond. He looks over towards Aileron and says, it seems as though the children have left the walls. They are on their way to the landlocked lady now.
There you go, Yotev.
keep walking.
Excellent.
And as we're getting closer, I'll non-discreetly pull my amulet attunement out, put my hand around it, and mutter prayers. You know, pray the whole time I'm walking to get this feeling.
You all push further. You have this symbol out, and as you get just to the edge of where the city meets the forest to the north, that feeling shifts to lead you around the outside of the city, but without breaching the forest itself. You eventually find what seems to be a very large building, warehouse building, that has a door, like a trap door, that is closed up and locked.
And that's where it's leading me to, right?
Yes. Almost like a storm
Yeah.
shelter.
Storm cellar.
Yeah.
And since I'm praying, I'll ask for it to be unlocked and open for me.
Interesting. Roll just a straight charisma. See if that works.
just unlock it for me.
Hey God, do it for me.
Yeah. Kind of busy here, concentrating on you.
I got an 18.
You stand there, and there's a moment of you standing there where Vilrus goes to begin to ask if you need assistance, and just as he steps forward to do so, the lock comes off.
I'll open the door. Step down in.
Right, and you enter.
I will immediately go to... Oh, I can't move my dude.
It's dark in here.
It is dark. Hold on. As you enter in, the lights are gonna all come on. Sort of these sconces alight. You said you can't move it?
The
No.
game's paused.
Oh, the game is paused. There you go. Try that.
All right. Is there anyone in here?
It seems to be empty at the moment.
I'm going to go straight up to the thing.
Mhm.
The altar. I'll look back.
You guys might want to spread out.
Are there any doors in those alcoves, or is the stairs the only entrance?
It looks as though the stairs are the only entrance. These alcoves, each one has like a tapestry in the back.
Okay.
And while all of them are depicting different colorations and are a tribute to the different colored heads of Tiamat, the one front and center is white.
I will take my hand off my amulet so it's just out. And I'll look at, God dang it, Aileron.
I assume this is acceptable to you.
Sort of, he walks in and looks around and goes, I suppose so. He sort of looks back over his shoulder at the two Dragonborn, both of which have fully stopped in their tracks and are like looking at each other like, ah, fuck. They have like this look on their face of like, this is kind of bad. But then they'll look back down at him and Vilrus will say, it will serves its purpose. I'm no longer
watching.
surprised. Yeah, I'm no longer surprised as to why the entity we were to be working for was kept such a secret. And Erasmus, who does still seem a little concerned, just sort of shrugs, goes and sits down in one of the pews.
All right. I'll sit down. Or not sit down. I'll kneel. I'll start praying to reconsecrate it like I did the last one. And wait for Eketh to show the fuck up.
All right.
As he starts to consecrate it, I'm gonna pull out half of my length of rope and start to create a snare at the entrance.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna wall that with my body, but that also works.
So,
We want him in. Just so
yeah,
you know.
so
well,
what-
anyone
what-
else?
Yeah.
What this does is it makes it so that if he steps on it and fails to save, it like basically hog ties and pulls him into the air.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But you'll see as the 25 feet of rope that I lay in the circle kind of burns away, kind of like a candle wick. And at the end of the minute that it takes to prepare this, all of the ashes from the rope kind of sink into the ground.
Now, as I'm doing this, I'm gonna put
Mhm.
my hand on my dagger. I'm gonna contact Carthel and get his assistance and my other temple's assistance. Right?
Rally the troops.
I'm consecrating a new one.
All right.
And I'm gonna do
So-
that. And let's see what happens.
So, you begin to focus. And as you do, the time that you are here begins to sort of flow, and it almost feels like it's slowing a bit as you focus on the magic in this place, the consecration to the goddess Tiamat, and focus on shifting this energy into something that you yourself can control. As you focus on this shift and this like slowly changing energy, the feeling that you get is one of excitement, but also one of a rising anger, as of course she herself is at war with herself in this moment.
Right. Same thing that happened last time.
Precisely. As you focus on this, you start to feel pressures on you, as there is a thrashing on one end and a attempt to almost discard or shove off on another, a clashing of forces between the two. I need for you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's a 10.
Okay.
That's probably bad.
It's not awesome. So you're sitting here and you're working on this. As this energy begins to shift, you feel like the tapestries begin to flutter. The candles in the room begin to shake, and like the flames dance violently, causing the shadows in the room itself to grow dramatic and long and shift very violently amongst themselves, to the point where those of you who are paying attention, you notice as some of the shadows grow, they seem to almost wrap around and bite at one another, as if there is a war going on, painted in shadow along the walls. The focus of all of your energy being sort of thrown into the altar, all of a sudden is thrown back into your face, as there is a strength that comes with consecration. There's a strength that comes with having multiple of these. And in attacking a temple that serves as the main temple of one of the 5 of you, it seems as though there are fail-safes set into place, just in case. So as you get as you get this sort of wave back at you, you feel yourself be thrown from your kneeling position onto your back, and you start to see as things around you, these shadows grow. They reach towards the top of the ceiling, and a dark, shadowy looking draconic head shoots from the ceiling and grabs onto your person. As those shadowy teeth sink into you, the rest of you watch as Varnax is thrown back and is now writhing on his back, but nothing is happening. And then he is picked up into the air and is sort of floating 5 feet off of the ground. What would you like to do, Varnax?
I'm assuming this is the white head that has me. I know it's Shadow. Right.
It's a fair assumption for sure.
I will look over. Well, actually, I'll just pray to the blackhead to come bite the neck of this one to release me.
While this is happening, what do we see? We don't see.
You see the shadows moving violently. The tapestries are moving. The candles are flickering. But you do not see a shadowy form or shadowy dragon head biting down on Varnax and picking him up. You see him, he sort of flew onto his back and then was picked up into the air. So you see him floating, sort of like possession style, but...
Can I roll to see if this is like a spell or if there's a way to snap him out of it?
It's normally supposed to happen.
Roll an Arcana check.
A solid 7.
A solid 7.
Yeah, strong 7.
It could be a
That's
spell.
why I was a solid 10.
Yeah, it could be a spell. Spells do wild, weird crap from time to time.
I'm gonna run over real quick. Can I just like slap him in the face?
Yeah, you run over and go to hit. I guess. Roll to hit.
Varnax, wake up!
22?
I don't like this. Varnax, wake up!
Does a 22?
22
hit? Whoa.
hits.
Okay.
You go over and you basically like push off of the ground, grab on, and pull yourself up. As you do, Vilrus does sort of watch you run and move. Just very curious.
Fuck. And it will be 14 points of damage.
Are you fucking
no
kidding me?
no damage.
Oh.
You go over and you slap across the face. Varnex, make another wisdom save.
Fucking pass this one now.
Mick, can I
Well,
quickly
I got
cast-
6.
I was gonna say I was gonna cast guidance to give him advantage.
Can I now?
Before he had to make any checks.
Can I now?
Guidance is a
strike
D4,
him
and
at
it only
gamma
works
damage?
on save or on ability checks, not saving throws.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an ability check. My bad.
I got a 6.
With the 6, as you wait, with your plus is a +8 for wisdom saves.
+1, I thought.
It's a save, not your ability score.
Oh, well, then that first one, I had a 9, add 8 to that. That was 17.
Oh, sweet Christ.
17. Okay. We'll get a little weird with it, but it's fine.
I'm
So,
sorry, and then this one will
all
be,
good.
this was a 5, so 11.
13.
13. Yeah, math.
Yeah. So you go over and you still go over and hit Varnex in the face a little bit, try to get him up. And you watch as Varnex's his eyes have been rolled back into his head. They shoot forward, and as it does, there is a tearing sound that only you hear, Varnex, as you push your arms out, and the sides of the mouth of this shadowy dragon start to tear as you, through your own force of will, push the jaws off of you and fall back to the ground. The dragon head now flying back into the ceiling. It's at this point that you hear the sounds of footsteps falling on the stairs as forms begin to make their way to this temple. Your time here has been not super long, but long enough for whomever normally exists in this space to catch up. Let me go ahead. And move them over. We are at.
Can I go to the restroom really fast? I know this
Yes.
is a terrible point.
We are at. This is a perfect point. We are at like 8 minutes before break time, so we're gonna do an early break here, and we're gonna roll initiative when we get back.
Nice.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Be right back. Mute this.
All right. As this is happening, Varnex, you drop down. You hear the footsteps coming. As the door flies open, you see coming through are a couple of armed individuals. One of which being a white-scaled dragonborn, no armor, just furs across him. And as he makes his way to the top of this, sort of halfway down the stairs, he looks in and spots that there are a number of people in this room. As he looks around, he locks eyes in your direction, grits his teeth, just breathes out, and as he does, there's a puff of cold coming off of him.
I'll get up. Do you want us to go ahead and roll initiative yet, or we at that stage yet?
Yeah. How about we roll initiative?
Let me figure out where to do it on this stupid new.
It's right below your portrait.
Oh yeah.
Woo! When I don't want to be speedy.
Yotev, chill.
It's because I'm bodyguarding the door right now.
Oh, did mine not go through? Oh, a little pop games.
Alright.
All right.
One,
Before
two,
we
three.
actually get started, I'll get to my feet.
Eketh, your time has come. No other bloodshed needs to happen other than yours and mine. You know the rules. You know what we're supposed to do. Your little minions don't need to die.
And I'll try to intimidate them and see what happens.
Go for it.
A quick
And I'll speak
question:
directly
did
to the
we,
one that's right beside him.
did we long rest when we were in town?
We'd
At
already
least
had a
once
long
we
rest and
did.
just had a day of.
Once, yeah.
We haven't done
'Cause I was-
anything.
Punched by Kenji, and I don't rested it.
Maybe you shouldn't have fucked with me.
Shouldn't have fucked with me.
I don't know
Well-
what to call him, but I'll just look him in the eyes, make sure my
Mhm.
armor's smoldering really good.
You and your friends don't need to die with him. This is between he and I.
Intimidation, huh? Come on. That would be a 17.
They seem. As you look at them, you watch as the one in front next to Eketh pulls out a holy symbol of his own, also of Tiamat, holding it in his hand, draws his weapon. Eketh reaches behind him, unsheaths a katana of his own, flings it down. A shot of ice freezes across the ground in front of him. He begins to step into the room. Just
I'll rub-
says,
I'll rub the dirt on my hands
Mhm.
and pull my katana out.
just says, you and I could settle this that way. But it's not just my temple that you are desecrating here. It's theirs as well.
Oh, I'm not
With-
desecrating it. I'm consecrating it.
Yo, this guy's a man of the
With
people.
that, this one here, it's his turn first. He's going to move forward and immediately have to make a dex save.
Does it go away if he fails? Or like if he passes? Or does it just stay there until someone fails?
The trap triggers when somebody moves into the ground where it is. I think it goes away if they succeed.
Damn. Well, at least he's hogtied.
Which is a 23.
He succeeded it, so he didn't get.
So it sort of shoots up past him and does nothing.
I think so.
Okay.
Freaks him out. He's scared now.
Must succeed on a saving throw or be magically hoisted into the air 3 feet above the ground restrained. If it got restrained, it can make saves. But after the trap is triggered, it ends when no creature is restrained by it. So he's good.
Okay. So as that goes up past him, he sort of steps back quickly, looks over in your direction, just now like having that line of sight around the corner. Looks over at Yotev, looks over at you, and will, in order to keep the hallway clear, is going to jump forward towards you. Yotev, if you'd like, you can take an attack of opportunity.
Of course I would. Let's take... Cause I am... No, let's just be simple about it. We're gonna do a regular punch at him. Well, Thunder Gauntlet's
Yep.
action. Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Hope that's calculated
Dire.
correctly. Yeah, I rolled a 4. So. Okie dokie.
All right. He will then take out his short swords and start hacking down towards you. That's a natural 20.
Oh. Well. Alright, well, this is where we die.
Jesus Christ.
Damn! So that is 15 points of piercing damage. And as it enters, there's a blast of cold. And there is 23 points of cold afterwards.
Nope. I got the aura. What's the aura?
It is a 10-foot radius.
Oh, no.
The aura is useless. Damn it.
It's very useful for some folk. Great. Mm-hmm. Sick.
Yeah, I will absorb elements to half the cold. How much cold did you say it was? 23?
It was 23, so that is now 11 points of cold instead. So
So
total of
26.
26.
You know what? God bless.
Cool.
Tiamat bless, honestly.
All right, and attack number 2 is a 20 to hit, which I think just misses.
It misses.
So the first one stabs into you, dealing a massive chunk of damage. The second one comes around. As it comes around, you're able to take the double-bladed scimitar and block and parry it out while hitting the other blade and getting it off of your stomach. Sort of using both ends to shove both of his swords aside. He's now sort of has his hands crossed and takes like a half step back to recenter. That is his turn. Solid start, my guy. Yotev.
So it looks like everybody's still stuck in the hallway a little bit, correct? Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here then. I think for right now, let's have this be a little fun. I don't know if this will really work, but we'll see.
Spicy boy.
I want to get Ekith away from his other goons. So
Okay.
I'm going to cast Vortex Warp on Ekith to try to teleport him next to Varnax. So I need him to pass a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh,
She doesn't.
well.
So yeah, Yotev puts out his arm, and some of his familiar blaster kind of like pops out. That looks like the firebolt, but it looks like a different mechanism. Some charge, like these like needles and pincers are around with like a electrical discharge, and it zaps, shoots out and hits Ekith, and I can place him in a. Where is it? Where is it? Teleport to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range, and the range, so I believe is 90 feet.
Holy frick. Did you
So,
just
I'm gonna-
invent a portal gun?
Kind of. Vortex Warp is a spell, but it's going to go right next to Varnex,
Wild.
so he can have his
Okay.
thing. And then, is that an action or a bonus action to get?
That is an
Is that
action.
snare still there?
No.
No, it's gone.
Okay. Let me see my. I think it's been a while since we've done combat, so.
Hear that,
And as a
Nikki?
bonus action, I can use my size augmentation. And I'm gonna use my size augmentation to get big and cover these two squares here, these four.
Man, I like swole Yotev. He's been eating his vitamins.
Swolto.
Yeah, swole Tev.
All right.
This will be a one-on-one fight.
As you
Okay.
like start pincering the guy that just moved in to let other people through.
Eketh, forcefully shunted over, looks around, but all right, takes the katana and will go to hit you. First, he is going to, as a bonus action, go into a rage. And then we'll swing once for a 26 to hit.
That does hit.
For 15. That's wrong. Character sheet plus. Where was it?
Giving you what you wanted, Varnax.
You're good. Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I've been waiting to use Vortex Warp for mad long, too.
Plus 6 damage for 21 on the first hit.
Okay.
The extra 6 is necrotic.
Why is my hit points down to 60?
Because I clicked on apply for the 15, but I can't apply on the 6 for some.
Oh, I was getting ready to do it manually. I should be at
Oh.
57.
Okay, you go ahead.
I got it? Yeah, I got it. I looked up and I was like, wait a minute. The hell?
And for his second attack. Oh, I'm sorry. He's raging, so that should be another. What level are you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Another 2 damage on top of that.
Wild.
Attack normal for a 16, which will miss. And that is his turn. Killian.
All right.
And you can hit him,
This.
Killian.
Oh, I can hit him.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be solo.
Alright.
If you wanna help on Big Boy, you go help on Big Boy. Because you're gonna get advantage. And now I will too.
I'm gonna move my echo closer to this side to be. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack Ekith.
Okay.
With advantage.
Terrible. So,
Oh,
Mm,
DM. I'm sorry. I'm not as big as I thought it was. I only go up to medium because I didn't use enlarge reduce.
Yep.
At 14 to hit.
That misses.
Extra attack. Got a natural 21.
A natural 21?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Look on Discord.
Uh,
Yeah, I got a nat 21.
What? What is this?
I don't understand.
Now,
It's just a
listen,
joke.
I feel as though I have to say that that's not correct.
I'm taking my toys and I'm going home.
I don't.
That's a die I bought at Ren Fair for
Uh-huh.
at Jacuzzi Whipper, and they replaced a 20 with a 20 because they said their dice hit better. But what I actually rolled is a 19.
Okay. Total.
19 total.
That does hit.
All right. 6. Is a 3 roll 2s. 12 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna check something real quick. My Unleash Incarnation. I think that's only with. Yeah, only from the Echo's position, so I can't unleash this turn. Damn, I forgot to do so many things.
Been a minute since we've combated.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we've combated.
Yes.
Screw it, I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
And I will rage.
There we go. Get big mad.
And I will attack this guy again.
Roll it.
Roll the same thing twice. That is only a 13 to hit.
That will miss.
Try a different die. And then extra attack it again. $19 to hit.
That hits.
So 12 and then 2 raging.
Okay.
This is all bludgeoning.
Got it.
And that is my turn.
Okay. It's this one's turn. Who's gonna run forward, getting towards the pews. And he is going to
Wait, how'd he get in?
Yotev
Yotev
is
isn't actually
went
big.
to medium, not to large.
Yeah.
Oh.
I couldn't get
Um,
large. I couldn't get large yet. I used my action to.
That's what she
get-
said.
Yeah.
He's
I'm sizable.
going to. He's gonna go and stab at Yotev.
Try me.
It's a 19
Miss.
and an 18.
Miss.
Kenji, it is your turn. Oops.
Yes. Okay, cool. I'm going to. Fuck. How do I do things? Just gonna skitter up like a good little boy. Right up here. So you guys will just see me kind of like on all fours, just really quickly. And I'm. Going...
Is that all fours backwards?
Yeah, like like upside down, like I was on the ceiling and shit, like some, but like it's
Yeah.
Lady B's not here, so we
Creepy.
can say spider.
Yeah. No, but then
What's
it's
the
canon, and then
show?
when
The
we do the
Grudge,
recap,
where
then we have
she's
to say-
crawling like that, all
Yeah.
creepy. Yeah.
I like twisted my torso like 180 degrees around, then fell to the ground, and like just started going at it. Truly incredible stuff. A lot of training in the morning to be able to do that. I just mastered it today. I'm gonna go and hit them. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's per turn, healing and harm. I'm hearing nothing about until like in combat. It's once every round I can use healing or harm.
Yeah.
Oh, truly incredible. Okay, so do I get 2 hits now? I forget what combat feels like. It's a me thing. Do I get 2 strikes at my level?
Yes.
Oh, incredible. All right, give me a second. Holy fucking shit.
Did
Oh
you
my
roll
God.
2 nat 20s?
Give me this. This and this.
It's a natural 21.
Just I
It's actually a natural 30.
Damn.
Like, how high can we really go if you think about it?
Got a natural 100 on my D100.
Mm-hmm.
HC chat. This. It's the blue ones.
Nat 20s.
Both nat 20s.
Okay.
Truly incredible.
They're both ands.
Yeah, I'm gonna use force damage. Because if I know anything about barbarians, is that they resist bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, but not force damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then, can I? Oh, if I hit a creature with an unarmed strike. Oh, I can deal an extra. Okay, perfect. So the first one, I'll just roll damage on here, or no, roll on here. So they're 1d8 plus 5. Okay, so I need to roll how many d8s? It's two nat 20s, so it's double, so it would be 4 d8s plus 1 is harm, so 5 d8s. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It cannot be an odd number if you crit.
Oh, do I roll the of harm as well? So then it would be 6.
All dice double.
Holy shit. Okay, cool. So we'll roll that. 23. Of which, does he resist necrotic damage?
No.
Okay,
Well,
never mind.
hold
Then
on.
Okay, I'm just because I can separate two of those dice out if you want. Also, it's plus 6 for 6, 12, and then 5. So plus 17, so it would be 40 points of damage to him total. Unless he resists necrotic.
Okay,
in which
he
case.
he deals necrotic. He does not resist necrotic.
Okay, so 40 points of damage to him. He is poisoned until the end of his next turn.
Okay.
Until the end of my next turn, which means that he has disadvantage on his attacks and ability checks.
Okay.
And then, as just a free action, I can just punch him again. is like the
As a
base,
bonus action, you can punch him again.
right? Just as base flurry of blows is 1 punch. So that's
Yes.
gonna be shit. It's gonna be 14. Does that hit?
It does not.
Okay. So then that's fine. I'm gonna stand right there and be like, "Oh, it would be really fun to add you. So you can meet all my friends." In his head.
All right, end of turn.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna come up to Yotev as well.
There's so many of them.
And they miss both. Damn, I keep doing that.
Pretty nutty. Pretty nutty.
Varnax, it is your turn.
Well, I should have done a bonus action when he hit me the first time, but I didn't do it, so that's okay.
It's hard, dude. You're doing great.
So for my first action, okay, so I can attack and cast a spell in combat, correct? Because I get a second attack.
You get 2 attacks. If a spell has a casting time of an action, it replaces both attacks.
It replaces both attacks.
Yes.
Well,
You can attack and expend a breath weapon to replace one attack, or use your breath weapon twice. But
I can't use my breath weapon. I can't use it because Killian's behind me. It doesn't matter. All right. I can do a bonus action after my 2 attacks, correct?
Yes. If a
All
spell
right.
has the casting time of a bonus action, you can do that.
Yeah.
And attack.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I'm just going to straight up hit this sumbitch. Because I
Alright.
got advantage with my Kitana. All right. So let me make sure I get all my maths correct. Kitana, attack. $21 hits, correct?
It does.
All right. So that's my first attack. It's just normal, so that's a 1d10, correct?
It's a D10 plus your strength. Yes.
And that's plus 8, right? No,
It should be plus 5.
plus 5. 12 points of damage.
All right.
First attack. Hang on. Spells. What's the thing with the what's that? Sap, whatever. What is that?
Wither and
Because I don't know. I don't understand how it works or when it
Yep.
applies or whatever it does.
Yep. We are all kind of figuring that out together. Let's look. The Varnax. Sap. If you hit a creature with a longsword, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn.
Which he's already got disadvantage because of the
Poison.
Which but doesn't matter because if that doesn't apply again, if I hit, he's always got disadvantage against me, correct?
On the first attack, yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's something good to know. All right, I will hit him again. And I got a 17. Does that hit?
17 just hits.
Another 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will cast on myself Shield of Faith and put my armor class up to 20.
All right.
How does that apply? How do I put that onto my
On the top,
character?
very top left, there should be a little like wrench icon. If you click on that, you can directly edit your AC, or we can take a note and just remember.
Okay. I'll do it that way. That's fine. So I should be at 20 now.
Aiden.
Right. I'm going to use a spell slot to use my scimitar's bonus action to green flame blade.
All right. Did green flame blade change?
You know, I didn't really look at it. I don't think so, because it wasn't one of the original cantrips. It still tells
It did
me-
not. It's still Tasha's.
Okay.
Dang. That would have been cool and nice.
Yeah, that's one that could probably use a change in wording. So there's
Agreed.
a spell slot to green flame blade on the dragon soul right next to me.
I forgot that is a thing I let it do. That's kind of cool.
So I'm rolling. That is a 19 on the die. Looks like a 26, I think.
For sure hits.
Maybe one of those. And that does my attacks damage, which is 2d4, plus it does 1d8 fire, and
Plus a
because
D6 of
absorb
cold.
elements,
Jesus.
a d6 of cold.
All as a bonus action, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
so
nutty.
that's gonna be 4, 6, 7, 10 plus dex is 15 damage.
Okay, how much of that was cold?
Oh, the d6 was cold 2.
Okay, so
2
16
cold,
and 14
4,
for the rest.
yeah, 2 cold, 4 fire, 4, and 9 slashing.
God damn.
Oh god.
He's dead.
Okay. What was
So
the total? The
so
total
two-
minus 1.
the 2 becomes a 1, so the total
Uh-huh.
was 15, so it'll be 14.
Got
total.
it. Cool. So I started panicking once the number started coming. It's like, oh god.
And then the green flame jumps to a different creature within 5 feet of it, taking the fire damage. So I'll just do the one right next to Yotev there, which would also be 4
yeah.
points of fire.
Got it.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Pause.
It's plus my spellcasting modifier. So, this is why it needs reworded. So it uses my melee attack. Does the initial attack use my dex and my spellcasting modifier?
Can you?
No, the spellcasting modifier is only for the second target.
Yeah.
So it will be 8 fire damage to that one.
Okay.
And then for my action, I think I will cast Burning Hands and I feel like there's a way to do this. Is that targeting Yotev? I can't tell.
I also can't tell because it's not on. It would be, yeah.
why I can't use my breath weapon.
I'm gonna move Yotep aside so you can see.
There. Hey,
There you
it doesn't
go.
even hit the echo. Alright. So, Burning Hands, DC 15 dex save.
Okay. Fail on the Dragon Soul. And
I thought that was a touch, but
that's a fail. That's a success. So one succeeds, the other two fail. How much damage is this?
6.
Okay. So you take -6. You -6. You take -3.
Oh, and it's been a minute. On the attack, I guess I would have just also done damage with this.
Okay.
For 2 more piercing damage on the Dragon Soul.
-2. Got it.
And I do not want to step away, so that is my turn.
Got it.
And then it's my turn again.
Yes, it is.
I don't know her character as well. Did you guys decide on keeping Twin Spell the way it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
well, let's
You're
be
reading.
honest. She's gonna cast Moonbeam.
You know, this is a really great time, probably, to cast Moonbeam.
However,
But we say fuck it because we're gonna
She's
do.
gonna she's gonna twin cast haste
Holy shit!
on Varnex and Killian.
Shit.
Out of character.
okay.
Cassandra, incredible.
I just thought it would be cool to make Varnex shine a little more,
Yeah.
but why wouldn't you twin cast it if you can?
So Varnex and Killian, your speeds double. Both of you have an extra attack when you take the attack on your turn, and your AC goes up by an additional 2 points, and your dex saves go up by 2 points.
You are now capable of casting a spell and attacking.
You are now capable of
Oh,
casting
what?
a spell and attacking.
I need that shit.
Wait a minute. So my armor class is now 22.
Yes.
All right.
You're reaching mine.
Yeah.
She doesn't have relevant bonus actions right now. I think. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Let me just say this. This is not a spell she would have cast here.
And
No,
she was
she
I
would
don't
have
know what
placed the moonbeam right there,
Mm-hmm.
and it would have been good. But she also asked me not to do some stuff specifically, so I'm trying not to use some of the stuff that changed.
Oh.
And then
Michael would like to not sleep on the couch.
Yeah. The
um,
litigious amounts of tea that she just had and came back from has changed her complete perception of how she views this battle. Haste, incredible. I didn't even know she had
I never
that.
knew she had it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
dude,
saying.
honestly, didn't even know.
I didn't know she had it until I opened her character sheet.
Yeah, Michael now is gonna be like the entire time.
This
going
is
for-
the real fight. She's
Yeah.
gonna
I
come
also
home
got-
and he's gonna yell at her. Why haven't you been using haste in D&D?
I also got really confused that she doesn't have Quicken spell.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Honey, we need to revamp
Um,
your character sheet immediately.
Well, she has
She's
subtle
gonna
spell, doesn't she?
move-
Oh yeah.
Actually, yeah. Which of the statues represent which head? Or I guess which one is the white one? Is it the middle one?
It would be the northmost, yes.
Okay, then she probably doesn't feel bad about going in whichever corner this one is.
Roll a d4.
Oh boy. 4.
That would be green.
Okay, she's there now.
Yeah, all right.
That's it.
Cool. All right. At the top of the round, there are a lot of pros to the approach that has been taken here. including but not limited to the fact that it is a slap in this man's face. It is a move that the goddess herself would be very much amused by. But there are also some cons. Namely, you are attacking someone in what can only be described as their lair.
Oh, fuck.
So at the top of the round, as a lair action, I need Cassandra, Aiden, Yotev, and the Echo to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh fuck, I'm bad at those.
Oh my god. This is how Yotev dies.
Natural one.
Oh my god.
Sick.
Sick.
That's a straight.
So your
whiz.
Echo's gonna go away. I'm just gonna put him up here for now, because I imagine he will be back.
Well, I need to take a look at my inventory really quick.
He's got to go and have a little bit of a sleep.
Okay, that's intelligence checks. Okay, never mind.
Say 23 for Aiden.
Holy god.
18.
Okay.
A 14 for Cassandra.
What's
I
my
wanna use
normal
another flash,
saving
but
throws?
What's your aura for it?
How big
It's a
is it?
10-foot radius.
10
I'm
foot
at-
on the aura, or not, I'm not talking about the cold thing. I'm talking about just my divine aura.
Yeah.
Right. Your auras are all 10 feet, and then at I think like 18th level they become 30 feet.
So just like imagine like a circle around you, like 1 square bigger.
I got what 10
Oh,
feet
okay.
is, dumbass. I know what that is. I thought
You
that I
seem
had
really
one that was
confused
bigger.
about some of your auras and how some of them might differ. So I was just explaining what 10
Well,
feet
the
was.
At any rate.
one that I just got at 5th level was bigger.
So 23 on Aiden, 14 on Cassandra. What was yours, Yotev?
18.
18.
It's in chat.
Okay. So it is in chat. So Aiden and Yotev succeed.
Oh, thank God.
Cassandra does not.
Oh god.
As these shadows
away
that
from
only Varnak saw before lash out once again, draconic heads from the walls snap and claw at you. That is going to be.
Oh.
It's only a layer action, so they don't hurt a ton.
Fuck, she's too
but
far
it's
away. God damn it.
Don't know why Echo Mash is attacking you, but it is 8 points of psychic damage for Cassandra, 4 points for you two. And Cassandra is restrained.
I have a question. Does it look
I
like
have an
the
answer.
black one is also attacking? Or like lashing out? Or it's kind of like holding back because they're currently...
It looks like shadows. They
Okay.
all look the same.
Gotcha.
It's less that like one red, one white, one green, one blue are, rather that the entire space is dedicated to the white head and it is attacking back.
Gotcha. Cool.
Darn, a small part of me was really hoping. But Cassandra's restrained. The other two of you just take 4 points of psychic damage. Cassandra takes 8.
That would have been devastating.
It would be
If she was
devastating.
10 feet closer, she would have also only taken 4.
Yotev. It is your turn.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Dragon Soul. I completely skipped
Yes,
over his
Dragon
turn.
Soul has to go. I mean, we could skip his
Uh,
turn. That's fine.
No. He is going to.
Convert
He's gonna look around and see that there's a minor problem here. He's going to. He's going to use his movement. Aiden, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Right?
It's a 25 to hit.
Absolutely.
Bless you.
Thanks.
It'll be 9 points of damage.
Solid. He notices that there is a bit of a surrounding going on up here. So he leaps up onto the pews and sort of stepping on the tops of the backs of the pews, runs forward and stabs down at you, Kenji.
Incredible. Was there like an athletics check that he needed to do to just run nimbly across the pews, or?
No.
I know that Lou's really good at it, but we're just not going to do that? Okay, sounds good.
25 hit.
Yeah. Do I have reactions? I forget what I get as a reaction. Reaction. Oh! Yeah. Oh, wait. Yes. I can't stop that. Wait. Oh, I get 12. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'll deflect attack.
Okay.
Is
Go ahead and
that
roll.
3? What is this? What are these multiple things that are rolling at me right now?
Go ahead and roll. I'll
What
let you
was
know.
the 10?
Go ahead and roll, and I'll let you know.
Oh, it was the different things. Yeah, that's fine. What was I rolling? The D10, right? That's an 8 for 20.
For 20. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was 5 points of piercing damage
Yep.
plus 10 from sneak attack.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
All that 15 goes away, and 5 of the cold goes away. So the extra, there'll be
5, right?
9 points
Okay.
of cold damage goes through.
Damage. All right, excellent, perfect.
And now it is
Oh,
your
wait,
turn.
now he is within 10 feet of me, so he gets the. Did you take the resistance from
True.
me?
That 9 cold damage turns into 4.
Fuck yeah.
So heal back 5 points of damage.
Garrett, aura.
Uh,
That's how the aura works.
Oh, yeah, like with the 10 feet, right? Not.
Yeah.
But is that the right aura that we're picking? I just want to make
Yeah,
sure.
it's auto.
Yeah.
Yo, Tev, please shut them up, please.
Yes.
I'm so desperate.
Starting off, we're gonna do something really simple. We're gonna start off with nimble escape to disengage.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move back. I think it's as far as I want to go. Let me just double check the spell. 10 feet from me. So there we go. Yeah, cool. And at second level, I'm going to cast. Actually, is that worth it at second level? What is that? Additional D8? Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I got some spell slots. We're gonna cast Thunder Wave.
That's 2 con saves.
Yep, we're gonna go right there.
The fail. And a success.
Okay. So they will be taking 13.
This one takes 13 and gets
Creature takes
blasted.
half, and he isn't pushed, and the other one is pushed. In a straight direction that way. Cool. We can drop this Thunderwave cube. I don't know why it's still there.
It's gonna take half of 13 will be 6.
Yeah, I don't remember how to delete the boxes once we put them on.
The measurement controls are the little L rulers. You click on that, and you should have a pop-up show up on the box to click and delete.
There we go. Got it.
right.
Let's see. And then
It's
I'm
a
gonna use
bonus
my
action and
movement.
action.
Yes, and I'm gonna use my movement to get me back up to where I was.
All right. Eketh. He is going to he's gonna continue to swing on Varnex. He's gonna do so recklessly. So with the disadvantage from poison, he will give himself advantage that will neutral them out.
What about my disadvantage, though?
One instance of advantage and one instance of disadvantage, they both will all cancel. Someone can have 13 points of advantage and 1 disadvantage, and it all goes to 0.
So wait, what is he doing to equal this out?
Reckless attack.
Ah, perfect.
It's just not. He's just going to be able to swing without advantage, just normal.
Correct.
Yeah, he gets to roll normal.
But at the same time,
It's a
we all get
15.
advantage on him.
And a 24.
Yeah.
24 hits.
All right.
Because I'm only at 22.
That is 12 plus. What was his thing?
Bonus action.
It was a d6 plus 3. So 1 d6 plus 3, 7. So that is a total of 19 points. I will make a dex save. And I need you to make a constitution save.
I will also Sentinel on this.
That's the damage off of the Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, thank you.
Which one's the cold? Oh, he does necrotic.
Yeah. So that's a fail, so he'll take the full 19, and then go ahead and roll the hit, Killian.
And that's with
24 to
advantage,
hit?
right?
24 does hit. Yes, it is with advantage.
A con save. 14.
Just in case you get a nat 20.
Con save is straight.
That's a 18.
18. Okay.
So that's 15 bludgeoning plus the 2 rage.
Okay. So 17 total. Got it. That is his turn. Killian, it is your turn, and I keep accidentally doing that to you. What the fuck?
Okay, so it's 15 feet. Bonus action, Manifest Echo there. And we're going to take some swings. First attack on Ekith.
Alright, roll the hit.
Natural 17 to 26
That hits.
for another 17.
Okay.
Extra attack. Natural 19 for 28.
Okay.
16, 17, 18 total.
Okay.
Unleash Incarnation on the Dragon Soul.
Alright, roll the hit.
Oh, sorry, I did that with advantage. Let me read it. 16 to hit.
Hits. I don't like that the character sheets and the NPC sheets have things in different places.
16 damage.
For 16, got it.
And that is everything.
Got it. The Dragon Fang.
You did all 3 of your attacks, Killian?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
The Dragon Fang, go ahead and make another. Actually, I don't believe it's been your turn since then, so he's gonna go for free. And he's gonna make his attacks on Kenji as well. 18 and a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
That is 16 points of damage.
It doesn't come back to our turn, so I don't have a reaction again, right?
Correct.
Is any of that-
That's 26 points of damage total.
What's cold?
Is the 10 the cold?
The cold is 10 as a part of the first one. So that is halved to 5. So that's
21.
11 plus 10 is 21.
Oh, DM, I'm sorry. I forgot I had a hasted action.
That's what I was
You
asking.
do have a hasted action.
That's why I was asking if you took all 3 of your attacks.
But that would give me a 4th attack.
Okay, whatever.
Oh my
Your
God.
hasted attack.
I'll take the 21 damage in the meantime.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Case it on Ekith.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
$14 damage.
Okay. 10 to 7. Got it. So that is his turn. We go to Kenji.
So I can just patient defense, I guess. And then means that I can go here, and then go here, and go here. And they can't hit me.
Right.
And then I'm gonna hit him again.
Alright, roll a hit.
It's an 18 and a 17 plus 9 each to hit him.
Both hit.
Okay. Poisoned again. And 3 damage. It's an 8. It's an 8 again. Jesus fuck. And then 3 8s. For 24 plus 10 from the plus 24. It's plus 17, I think. What the fuck is it? It's 5. It's 6, 6, and 5, right? 17. For 41 points of damage. So he has disadvantage. Oh, and these were advantage though on the strikes. Just for there is no nat 20. Because he's reckless, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So I use my movement, I use my bonus action, I use my action, I use some of my movement. I get disengaged anyways from this, right? Like, I just can't provoke opportunities of attack. Alright, so then
Correct, for the entire turn.
Okay, cool. So 1 sec. This 5, 10, 15. So I would have used 15, so I have 30 feet more of movement. So I'm just gonna like run, just fully just exercise all 45 feet and stay the fuck away from a little bit of the walls.
Okay.
Yep, so I'm good.
This guy's going to...
Thanks for appreciating that, Killian.
Over here, moving like a knight chess piece.
Yeah, just move it back to where it already moved before.
I don't understand a spell.
Which one?
Word of Radiance.
It hits
Because it
everything
says-
that's right next to you.
Yeah, but each creature of your choice that you can see must make a saving throw.
Within 5 feet of you.
Not 10
But then
feet,
it makes
right?
a 15-foot cube.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's...
It'll center it on yourself, and that's the cube around you.
So it won't, as long as I say who it is, it will not affect Killian, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It would target this area.
Yeah. But I determined. All right.
That'll miss.
Who did that?
This guy to the south next to Yotev. Barnex, it is your turn.
Okay.
So
Well,
you get
I will
advantage.
go ahead and I'm gonna select Ekith and the two. I'm just gonna select all enemies because if they come up on me, they're gonna get fucked. I'm gonna first action cast Word Radiance, and that is a 1d6. Where's my good d6? Here we go. Do I get any bonuses to that, or is it just straight?
It's
So
2d6.
it's
Oh,
it's
2d6.
2d6, but you don't get a bonus to it now.
That will be 9 points of damage. Center that bad boy on me. Right there. That stays up. And I will take my extra attack on Ekith.
Okay.
Advantage. 11, 19. Does that hit?
19 hits.
I'll go ahead and divine smite his ass as well.
Truly incredible.
2d8.
I missed combat.
Is he a fiend?
He is not a fiend.
Unfortunate.
And I cast it at my highest level, so that's 3d8, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And the d10. So that's gonna be 5. That's 18 points of damage, and
How much of that was the radiant?
that would be 14 points of it.
Okay. So.
Did you add your strength mod?
No, not to the 4 either. So that's 9 total. On regular damage, 9, 14 on
9.
radiant.
9 halved is 4 plus 14. Alright, how do you want to do it?
Aha! I'm gonna behead his motherfucking ass because my katana is gonna decapitate the bitch.
I was really hoping that the slashing damage was more, because it was on the edge. You raise the katana and slice, and it goes into the beefy neck of this white-scaled dragonborn. And as it does, it snags, but you just push with this radiant pulse, and as it does, the head comes clean off. As the head sort of tumbles, it lands on the altar, sort of rocking back and forth a bit and staring coldly forward. As that happens, the body slumps down to its knees, blood splurting from the now stump above his shoulders. As it doubles over, you watch as the body moves and grabs at its own sides and keels over, and there's a tearing sound as 2 massive wings tear from its spine, extending out as long as it can reach. Where the head is, you watch it splits even more, and the shoulders almost get rolled off, revealing another head beneath.
No, thank you.
A new form rises where the last was, as it just ferally shrieks to the sky in anger and anguish and pain, and it looks around and locks eyes with you, Varnex, in pure fury. Let me go ahead and roll this guy into
Hang
initiative.
on. How the hell is it I don't die that way and have this shit? Come on now.
You need
All right.
to
When
die.
was the last time you died?
Yeah.
I haven't. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you've ever been knocked. Maybe once, like early on in the
I
campaign.
was. But I wasn't killed, so yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Because, okay, clarifying question. So I
Yes.
just beheaded Ekith, and I've already tried to intimidate the followers.
mhm.
Did they freak out? Anything happen to them?
They are certainly they are just as shocked and disturbed by what they are witnessing as you are, though they are themselves evil individuals.
Sure.
And view this as their home. You get the sense they are viewing this electively or subconsciously to be filed away later as a blessing from Tiamat herself, and are rocking with it until it becomes a problem. Is sort of the vibe.
So,
Don't
I
know what's
wanna-
going on, but
I want to say to him, this temple can still be yours. You just won't serve the white any longer. So I've got one more attack because that was my 2 attacks plus the hasted attack now.
So the action to do Word of Radiance, the cantrip,
took
is
out
still
both
a
of
full action.
those.
Yeah.
And now, okay,
Third
that was
attack.
my hasted attack to kill him. Okay,
Correct.
so, and I did a bonus action for Word of Radiance. So I am done. I've expended everything, correct?
Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden is
You got movement,
going
but-
to walk over to this guy and apply his hunter's mark to him. Oh, that didn't actually say what it did. Oh,
Sort
there
of
it is.
walking up and
Yeah.
poking him in the back of the head.
Just gonna like smudge him with some like
Little flick.
Bitch
Yeah.
slap him.
just the handprint lasts for the number of hours.
How much does that do? It's still a d6. Okay. And then I'm going to take my. I'm just going to attack him with my scimitar.
Alright, go for it.
Yotev. So the first one is a 21 to hit
21 hits.
for. One, 2, 8, 13 damage.
Okay.
And then second attack is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
This one will add in the Gathering Swarm. For 15, 20 damage.
Damn. Alright. For 20 damage.
Um,
Point of order.
Mhm.
Hang on. Your Abishashi is Abba, whatever he is. As soon as he came into the, he's a fiend.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. How do you know?
Well, if I'm looking at it, depends on how you put him in, but it says medium fiend devil. Because I looked it up to see what the hell it was. What happened?
Step dropped.
Oh,
Sorry, my Discord crashed for some reason.
dude, I
Okay.
had problems with it earlier.
While stepping.
Oh, that's for the divine smite, isn't it? No. Which is the one that affects the fiend more?
It's the Divine Spine.
Anything with radiant, isn't it?
Okay, never mind then.
okay, so that
Sorry, Michael.
no, you're good. That is my turn. Yeah, because the martial thing for scimitar doesn't apply here because I use my bonus action. Oh wait, no, it does apply. Using-
that's an
using-
interesting point.
Nick from the double-bladed scimitar, I can make the bonus action attack without using a bonus action, right? As part of my attack.
Can you make
action.
the extra attack from the light property? You can make it a part of the attack action. So, yeah.
Okay, so I have one more. It does 1d4 less. That is a 22 to hit.
Hits.
And that one is 10 points of damage.
Got it.
And now Aiden is finished.
And now it's your second turn.
And now Cassandra is going to cast spells. Tasha's Mind Whip at second level, targeting both of these guys.
Okay.
Oh, and before I do that, because order matters, there's, what's the thing? The sorcerer thing? Is it this one? I think it's this one.
Yeah.
+1 to the spell save DC for 1
So
minute.
18. This is a intelligence saving throw. Yes. 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 All right.
Alright, so they both take 3d6 psychic damage, which is going to be 9 points of damage. And then they must choose whether they move, action, or bonus action on their turn.
Jesus.
Wonderful.
And she is restrained. Does she
Mhm.
need to do anything at the end of her turn?
Yes. At the end of your turn. No, actually.
Okay.
It just lasts until the end of the round. So she'll
Okay.
be released after this, after her turn.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of which, go to the top of the initiative order. This is going to be. I need. Kenji, Killian, and Varnex to all make Constitution saving throws.
D20.
Okay.
Dirty 18.
I
Okay.
got a dirty 20 as well.
Okay.
Just a filthy 18.
Filthy.
Just like
So that is 15 because you all succeeded, halved to 7 because you are all within 10 feet of Varnex. Oh, no, actually, because the two of you are within 10 feet of Varnex, it is halved a second time because it is now 3 points of cold damage. For Kenji, that is 7 points of cold damage.
7 points? Okay.
Yes. And your speed is not reduced to 0 as a result of succeeding.
Oh, fun. This guy hasn't died yet, really. He's just second staged us.
He's a mini boss, you know? He's gotta have a second stage.
No, I'm just
what's-
checking. I just want to make sure I'm close enough to make friends.
Yeah, can you make the concentration check?
Oh, I'm
Good
sorry.
point.
What do
Okay.
I got to roll to make it?
Above a 10 for con save.
I got an 11.
Perfect. All right, we go to Dragon Soul, who now
I
has
wanna
to
make sure-
choose.
Hang on. I add this
Yeah.
concentration plus 4 in, right? Because it says right here on my character sheet.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
So now I have to choose an action, bonus action, or movement, which sucks. So I guess he's gonna do this action.
Good luck, have fun, trainer.
And he's gonna shoot towards. I'm gonna shoot towards Aiden. No. Yes. Which will miss. And then that's all he can do because of that stupid spell. All right, Yotev.
How is each of our guys looking right now?
They are have been hit, and so have you.
Okay.
Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Combat has commenced.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just,
Well, are they looking as good as Aiden, or are they looking as good as Yotev, or as bad as Aiden?
Excellent question. Somewhere in the middle for both.
Okay.
Yes.
we're in the middle for both, and that's everybody
all
on the
three.
field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for the white Abishai, who looks like he is ready to rip some throats out.
Christine.
Sure. You know
For
what?
sure,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
do. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna bonus action at will. Cast Hunter's Mark onto the guy who already has Hunter's Mark down here. He's getting a lot of
Sure.
them today.
He's double marked. Yeah,
Yeah, he's double marked.
Wait,
for sure.
And I'm just gonna wail on him.
All right, roll the whale.
Yeah, let's
There you go.
There
Very
we go.
nice.
There's one, and I'm gonna just roll the other one as well, cause
Let's go, baby.
A 17.
Both hit. One's a crit.
Let's see. That's a. So I hit critical hit on the damage, right?
Correct.
Is that a normal? Okay, so that's 10.
You get a double hunter's mark on that one too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I get your hunter's mark damage, do I?
But
No,
you double
you
the
get
crit
double
damage.
crit for.
Oh,
health.
okay.
So you get 3d6.
I
on
also
this.
get an additional D4 because I am a size
Bigger.
larger.
Yeah.
God
So
bless.
that is 3d4 and 3d6.
God damn.
3d4. Okay. Where is it?
Kinda nutty.
You accidentally hit crit twice.
Oh, did I? Whoops.
Yeah, so I'm gonna on the second one you rolled a 7 and a 3. I will add back the 3. That'll be the
That's fine.
damage.
Um,
Plus 3. So that's 7 from the and being
then
big.
and how much was it
And
for
then
the hunter's mark?
3d6 for hunter's mark.
3d6 for hunter's mark. Okay.
Yep. The crit
16.
doubles to 2, and then you hit him a second time for 3.
Gotcha. Nope, wrong symbol. There we go.
For 10.
Let's go, little fella.
All right.
Wine's back.
I'd like back in front of this person is Mark.
Killian.
All right, I'll use my bonus action to activate the extemporal executioner.
Hell yeah.
The what?
Yeah, what?
The
weapon.
his maul.
Oh.
Extemporal executioner.
Executioner. Okay.
So before making a swing, as I wind back to attack the white Abishai, you see my weapon explodes into flames as I get extra fire damage.
Yeah.
And I will make my first attack against the white Abishai.
With advantage.
Yeah, so 24 to hit.
Okay. And I'm gonna need you to break up the damage types.
Yeah.
But 24 absolutely hits.
15 from my weapon, or from just slashing. 6 fire damage to hit, so 8 fire damage and then 2 rage.
Okay. As you hit this creature, the bludgeoning seems to crack into the shoulder, causing it to take significant damage. But as the flames come across, you pull back. They do not seem to leave a single mark. It is immune to fire damage.
Good to know. Aiden takes note.
Yeah. Stay away.
All right,
Stay
guys. That's all I can do, so peace out.
away. Yeah.
It's been nice having me,
Extra attack on the white Abishai.
Mhm.
That is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
14 bludgeoning, including the rage.
Okay.
And I'm not even gonna roll fire. I will unleash incarnation, and I'm going to attack the dragon soul on the left side of my echo.
Okay.
That's a 28 to hit.
Jesus.
For sure, yeah. The fire will matter, so you're good. As both you and your echo, the mauls catch flame.
10 bludgeoning, 7 fire,
7 fire. Sick.
and hasted attack on the white Abishai.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Oof, this one's a little bit lower. It's only 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Actually, you know what? Fortune's
Mhm.
grace. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Fuck yeah.
Dude,
Fuck
the acting
yeah.
economy is
Even
fucking-
worse.
Ooh.
That's a natural 3 and a natural 2.
Oof. All right.
I will
hey,
stay where I'm at.
Sick. The Dragon Fang. This guy also cannot do much, so he's gonna use this. He's gonna go for Cassandra. The 21 to hit for 20 damage.
Oh my god.
Michael, does that hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hits.
Imagine a world where Cassandra gets killed.
Dude, not like, oh my god. Let's go, baby.
Unfortunate. All right.
You really want the
so-
concentration broken.
Listen, it would be awesome for me.
That would
Okay.
be wild, actually.
The Abishai gets 3 attacks, 1 with a bite, 1 with a claw,
And
one
one
with
with
a
a
long sword.
That seems aggressive.
So,
So I would know what this is, correct?
meh.
Meh.
It's not well known as an
Okay.
entity. We'll get there, I believe.
Okay.
The fun thing about Abishai is they still get reckless, so we're gonna do that. He is also no longer considered poisoned, as he's immune to the poison condition.
Right.
So we're gonna go ahead and go.
Does he still have the whatever the martial one is, sap?
True. The first attack will be neutral. So we're gonna start as he turns around towards you, and he's going to start with a long sword
At me,
attack. Yes, at you,
I assume. Miss.
which misses. We
Sentinel.
will then go for a claw. Go for it. An advantage for 21 to
Misses.
hit. And a bite.
And
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Oh my god, dude. I love it.
nasty.
Dude, Snooky's popping off right now. I'm here for it.
What was the damage? Or what was the? Yeah, for Killian.
15 damage.
15 damage.
And I rolled a natural 19 to hit, so
Oh, for sure. That'll hit.
can't hit a 20, but I can hit 19s all day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, damage, critical hit.
Wait, what?
So that is horribly rolled. But 5 piercing, and then 8 cold halved to 4, so 9 points of damage.
Ew. This Abishai is not popping off. Just like
Listen,
damage.
man.
Dude, I know you're trying your
Doing his
best.
best.
I know.
Um,
I like that you're here for your Abishai.
Man,
Did
is
you roll with
icing in
advantage,
a
Killian?
cheesecake sandwich.
Yes.
okay. Kenji,
It's my turn.
it is your turn.
Let's go kick something.
Welcome back to the fight, my brother.
Hey,
Yes.
I got some flavor for you.
I'm gonna
Run across that altar, kick that fucking decapitated head right into him as a, you know,
No, I'm
The
gonna
soccer
run
Remember, he went reckless. He was
Start
or
reckless.
hold it up and go, hey, you remember what you used to look like?
back.
You just take his old head and start beating him with it.
Now you're just somebody that you used to know.
I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna
Mhm.
run back and just say, I said, wow, you really have a pretty mouth. It'd be really unfortunate if you lost the lower part of your jaw. And I'm gonna strike him, I think 4 times, because I can use Flurry of Blows.
Flurry
to do
Blow,
2
yep.
and 4.
All of them at advantage because he went
All
reckless.
advantage, so that's 14 plus 9 is my first.
Hit.
16 plus 9.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Miss.
Huh? And then my highest on this one, was a fucking 10. I'm gonna miss on the natural 20. So
Plus
so
9
19.
is a hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
oh my god, that's so many dice. Dude. I'm just
Just
gonna
imagine if you had Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, real.
I would love to. Dude.
Or
How can
enlarge.
I make that happen?
That's
Fey touched.
we're both.
There you
Yeah.
go. Okay, so
how I got it.
I'm gonna roll. I'm still gonna do the other D8
Wish I
though,
met him
because
after
he's
that.
not gonna get poisoned, but he's still gonna take double necrotic. Correct?
You could certainly try.
Yeah. Okay. Then let's do that. So that would have been 3 hits.
3 hits and a crit.
Right. So that's 5 D8. 70.
Yep. if you do the thing on the crit, yeah. 78.
If I feel like it connected harder.
Sure.
Oh,
Just so long as that means I get to do it to you. that's
Obviously.
fine.
Why would you not?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just
so
saying.
that's 39. Do I need to break out necrotic?
No.
Okay, so 39 plus 17 for 56 points of damage. So I will run up, tell him that he has a pretty mouth, and then attempt to, at the same time, basically I'll put my hand on his mouth, and then basically just start like wailing it down, like trying to like snap his jaw off with all
sure.
all 4 hits. And the last 2 hits that are like the flurry of blows are like the harmful one. You'll see like black, like tendrils kind of come up from my veins and almost like look like they hook in harder and like pull it down just a little bit more. And I'll kind of just be hanging out in his mouth at the end of it.
Minus. Sorry, I'm doing math real fast.
56?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it was minus that. Okay.
How much damage did Kenji end up doing?
56.
56.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, I'm just trying to keep up with you guys. Actually, I do pace a lot better now. I do like this.
The dude in the middle of the two of you
Wait, which dude?
is going dude down to the south in the middle. He's got like 2 short swords out pointed towards both of you, who's got him hunter's marked. And just goes,
This guy's fucked.
sort of looks between the two of you and goes, looks over at Varnex, who made the comment of like, you don't have to die here and all that. And goes, be back later to have a conversation with your boss, and will action, disengage, drop both weapons, and get the fuck out. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5,
fine.
6 off the map. It's
That
fully
gives
just
me
like,
so much of an easier choice to make.
fully is just like, I'm hurt. These 2 are flanking me and trying to beat the shit out of me. How about no? And
Turn
drops
on.
the shit. Both short swords just sort of clamber to the ground, and he takes off. I will.
That in our future campaign is the big bad. That we just
Okay, I've got advantage on tracking.
Or
him.
greatest ally.
You
Yeah,
both
true.
do.
He's coming back. He'll be back.
But if not, we'll find him.
Jesus Christ.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
All right, combatant removed.
One of the best lines of a movie ever.
Yeah.
Seriously. That movie, the first one, all the rest of them crap, but that one,
Yeah.
Mr. Terrascale.
Set of skills. All right,
Hit him. Kill him.
I'm gonna roll my shoulders,
Make a Hydra out of this man.
roll my neck.
But don't cut me though.
Tiamat.
And I'll just yell top my lungs for Tiamat. And the first thing I'm gonna do is
Mhm.
I don't want to. I'll just do 3 attacks. Fuck this.
Ah.
Wait. The fire didn't affect it, right? Yeah.
Correct.
I noticed that. All right. I'll just do regular attacks with my katana.
Advantage.
First
Oh, fire
one.
didn't affect it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's immune to fire.
Natural 15 plus 8. That will be a
What kind of primal Groudon
22?
shit is this?
What?
22 hit.
Yeah.
Fucking immune to
22
water
hits.
attack?
All right. I will go ahead and
This ability
I'll just
like-
go ahead
what?
and do the divine smite as well
Okay.
Shit.
with that hit. So the 22, so regular damage with the sword. Kana,
Do you hear that right
Is-
now, Suki? Do you smell that?
what?
I think Varnex is cooking right now. I think
So
he might
that's-
have the sauce.
That's 5. A natural 5 plus my strength is. Let me get back to. It's hard to switch through this. 5. That's 10 points of regular damage. All right. And then I get an additional 1d8 for the radiant damage because it's a fiend, correct?
Correct.
Jesus.
So that's 4d8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chill.
Okay.
chill.
So that's an 8 and a 7. That's 15. That's 23 points of damage
Jesus.
Okay.
on one attack.
He's going to use his reaction. In response to taking damage, he will make a bite attack against a random creature within range. So I'm going to roll a d6.
Go
1
on,
or 2
Kenji.
is you. 3 or 4 is Kenji. 5 and 6 are Killian. 3, that's Kenji.
I fucking knew it.
Fucking dick.
For 25 to hit.
Incredible, truly.
And only 8 damage.
Oh, that's not that bad. This is
But
good.
damage
take
is
those.
damage.
Yeah, facts.
And totally not because I'm getting desperate here. It's fine.
Is the 3 cold damage? Oh no, it's 1 cold damage.
The
Is that
1
re-
is cold damage.
Is that reduced to 0?
No. It's halved, but yeah. Yeah, no.
I didn't know if it rounded to 0.
I can probably do 0.5 on here.
Half hearts.
That's
for
your first.
Zelda?
It's
That was
a
my
half
first
heart.
attack.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm still going. So
I know.
here's the second attack.
Mhm.
I
Get
smell
'em.
it, dude. I
With
smell it.
advantage.
Incredible.
That will be a 17.
That hits.
All right.
We're gonna
Was that
parade
with
around town
advantage?
like a
Just
trophy.
checking.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
I'm gonna do another divine smite at first level, which will
That's
reduce
3.
down to 3d8. Yes.
Hmm.
Here's the normal damage first.
Hmm.
Oh, only 6. 6
Okay.
normal damage. And then
I think if he gets anything like, if he gets high, we're looking.
I
good.
like that Vilritz is just kind of chilling.
I
in the back
didn't
watching
on this one. I got 4, 5, 6. And I don't add anything to that. So 6 radiant.
Thick. Okay.
Okay.
And because of this attack, he gets another.
And
one.
my haste attack.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god.
He has a chance now. I'll be honest.
14 plus 8 is
No
a
shot, dude.
A hit.
18,
22.
a 22.
shot.
Yeah, that hits. And we will do one more,
How much total
Divine
damage have you
Smite.
done so
huh?
A lot.
I've used all of. I've got 1 spell slot left, bro.
far? But like in total damage, like you've got to be much higher than what I did. Like much.
So here's the 1d10 for normal. That's 7 points.
Okay. Oh, here we go. What level is this one that you burned? Is it still 3?
It was only level 1,
Okay.
so it's only 3d8.
Okay. Yeah, only. Casually. Potentially 24 damage.
7 plus 4.
Snooty's face.
11. It's just 19 points of damage.
Just 19, dude. 5 off from perfect.
And if you ask me how I'm doing it, the head of this sumbitch is coming off too.
This guy's literally just racking up fucking heads on this altar, man.
He's got 5 heads. One,
So,
for each head of the
after dealing over 70 points of damage,
Holy
uh,
shit.
Did I really?
you reel.
I was not
Yes.
adding.
Oh, for sure. You reel back, and just second time today, a katana blade sinks in and shoves through with the divine, and it requires a little bit more pushing on this one, as he is a full demonic creature at this point. As it sinks in, you feel a pressure in the room as the shadows go still the moment that your blade pierces through to the other side, and all of the movement, all of the tapestries and the shadows dancing in the lights all go out, the tapestries fall still, and a second head lands and rests on the altar as he's fucking dead.
Okay, so with once it goes through,
Mm-hmm.
I will sling my katana back at the last two dudes, make sure that blood flies off of it
Oh, easily.
towards them, and say again, "You do not have to perish. You are still loyal followers of Tiamat. This was ordained
As-
by her."
As you sling the blood, roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Intimidation is where is it? So I got a 15, 23. 23.
23?
Make it a 28 just because I want to see them shit themselves.
Make it a 28.
Flash of genius.
Flash of genius. There is a moment where they're both sort of still reeling from the spell that Cassandra cast, but they stand up, sort of finally getting out of it. Watch as the head flies off, splatter the blood at their feet. The Dragon Fang first, hear the two short swords there clamber to the ground, and the Dragon Soul grits his teeth, but flips them around and stabs them both into the bench, and they both kneel down in front of you.
I'll pick up both. I'll arrange both of the heads
Mm-hmm.
on the altar and finish the consecration.
Do you?
You kneel.
Because it was interrupted in the middle of it, correct?
It was.
Right.
You kneel, and as you restart this consecration.
Retcon. Did anything happen to my katana on either of those beheadings?
On the first beheading, no. On the second beheading, also no. However, the body that had slumped, the katana on the ground, soaked in blood of both your companions, but also of himself as the blood pours from the stump and soaks the ground, lays there. It is a beautiful blade katana with a draconic hilt, with a blade coming out of the mouth of a great dragon.
Okay. I'll finish the consecration, then look at the sword after that. But I because the first dragon we killed, smoke went into the blade. I was
Oh, of course.
I was looking for that, but that's fine. I'll finish the consecration.
You finish go back to the consecration. The lights flicker back to life, and this time there is still the anger and the dissatisfaction, but it is met with a level of understanding and submission. It is not happy, but it agreed to the terms of this before and now is forced to follow through with them. As the shadows have stopped, the tapestries begin to shake a little bit as well, once more. The altar in front of you, you feel sort of a crumbling at the foundation as the draconic heads themselves animate, begin to shift. And as they do, you watch as they all realign themselves with the black head facing into the middle. As it does, the colorations of the tapestries slowly shimmer into place, going down like scales, flipping over. So that black is now in the middle. And the flames come to a stop.
So, in Draconic, I will say, still kneeling, Mistress Tiamat, I have done but one step, as you have asked. Before me lays the white dragonborn that you pitted us all against each other. I am one step closer to being your true champion. All in Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll get up, turn to the dwarf. I can't remember, Aileron or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
All right. And say, I'll put my logo on the front of the altar.
Branding's
Right.
important.
Tell him, This is yours. I'll tell the two guys that knelt. He is now in charge. Tiamat's approved.
Hmm.
Do his bidding. Prosper this temple. Now, what happens after that? That's.
You give the decrees. You look over, pick up the katana, this blade. Please go ahead and add into your inventory the Tyrant's Champion.
I'm writing that down. So I got to do that D&D Beyond, correct?
Correct.
Did I spell it wrong? Oh, there it is.
You read it to us?
Yeah, do you want me to read it out loud, Snook?
Go for it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
This katana has a multicolored blade that emerges from the maw of a fearsome dragon hilt. It is said to have a connection to the scaled tyrant Tiamat, and that only her chosen champion can unlock its full potential. You gain +1 to all attack and damage rolls made with this weapon when attuned to this katana. Hunt prey. When a hostile creature within 5 feet of you dies, you can use your reaction to teleport up to 30 feet towards a different hostile creature.
Holy hell.
Altered breathing. Your breath weapon is infused with divine power from your weapon, causing your breath weapon to cause additional effects when a creature fails their saving throw against it. In addition, you can choose what damage type your breath weapon deals. You gain additional damage types and effects for every champion you defeat. Acid and cold now. So that's what it does. I can now have 2 breath weapons, acid or cold. That's friggin' sweet.
The acid, when something fails their saving throw against your breath weapon, their AC is reduced by your proficiency bonus. So at this point, it would be by 3.
Goddamn.
And then for cold, when they fail the saving throw against your breath weapon, their speed is reduced to 0 until the end of your next turn.
I didn't read the flavor of the spells, but that's friggin' awesome. Thanks, party.
Do you need the heads?
I don't know what I need to do with them.
Do you
Do you need them?
Or are they important? No. Okay, so Kenji's gonna start rooting around into the Abishai's head, and I'm gonna collect some teeth.
Oh, okay.
You do whatever you want with them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and talk to the 2 individuals.
You can tell the third person that was here with you this information. All the rest of the followers, all are welcome. Grow.
And I'll use my last spell slot. No, I won't. I've got 35. I'll do lay hands on both of them.
Okay.
And heal them. Because they're basically now my followers, right? They can still follow the white dragon head. I don't care about that, but they're mine. So I'll heal them. And I don't know how to use it over here. Do I got to go to spells for that? Yeah. But it doesn't tell me how much. So basically, I just tell you what I'm doing. No.
Yeah.
Healing pool. Here we go. Use.
You get to pick how much you use.
I don't know what they're down, so I'll give
They're
them
both
10 each.
Perfect. Yotev, as you begin to walk up, your size shrinking down back to small.
Oh, yeah.
You get a sending from Lisbeth. You can tell by the tone of her voice that she has been crying and has pulled herself together long enough to send this, and will likely break down very quickly after. But she says, both of the kids made it back. They're at the end. They're safe. They're alive and they're safe.
Well.
Can I respond to sendings? I forget.
25 words or less.
25 words or less. Good. Hold tight. We just finished up here. We will be back soon.
The two other Dragonborn in the room, Erasmus and Vilrith, both sort of come out of an alcove, having watched what happened. The Mysticani are not good people. They often are more than excited to let the people killing each other go ahead and just finish up doing that, and they'll side with whoever comes out the victor in the end. So they stand
Howard
sort
way.
of, sure. They come out of the alcove that was once colored black and is now blue, and look over at the bloodshed and sort of give a nod to you. Aileron, coming out from behind them after this whole conversation had happened, immediately goes into a bit of a instruction of like, oh well, so we can do these things and fix this up. This is dirty. This needs to be cleaned. Get the floors here. Basically, getting things on the way. Vilrus has started to prestidigitate and clean the blood, and all of this stuff just going into work. And the rest of you are free to stay or go at your leisure. What is it you guys would like to do at this point?
I'll tell the rest of the party.
You all can head back to the inn. I'm gonna be here a minute.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm gonna commune and greet any followers that come.
In the middle of that, I'm gonna bust through the Abishai's skull and snap its bottom jaw off, probably making more of a mess.
Is there any other loot besides the katana?
Well, look at all the teeth
What a
we got.
wonderful question. Yeah.
I was gonna say, Yotev is like kind of gonna look and also gather a couple samples of if he can get the difference between the blood of the like devil creature, the Abishai.
Oh, for sure. You have two
and,
sources of you have two necks freshly decapitated to pull blood from. They will be pouring blood out of them for a long time.
Yeah, he's gonna grab some samples of that,
Can I
and
do
then
that
also
too?
take like the claws of the Abishai.
Hey,
Yeah, y'all.
thank
for it.
you, Killian and Kenji, because you added to that damage on both those
I'll
guys.
swing off and I'll give you a high five. It's all bloody.
It's all good. I'm drenched in it, I'm sure.
Just
Excellent.
waiting
Oh,
for
for sure.
Kenji to switch his lower jaw now.
Well, I was gonna wear the Abishai as a hat, but I wasn't sure if I could manage it. Do you think that would work as a hat? Like, can I put it on
If you-
top?
Yeah, you can. If
You could make it
get
the doll if you'd
stuffed
want.
so it doesn't stink to high heaven here in a week.
Also, did I potentially collect anybody when that thing died?
No.
Sad. Unfortunate.
Um,
Well, then I'm gonna make a different friend, and I'm gonna take the Abishai's head with me. So, like, one of his big teeth, I'm gonna hold with me, and I'm gonna drag it along the floor. So, as Vilrus is prestidigitating things, I'm just like across his clean floor. It's just gonna make a streak of blood because I need to take it with me, and I'm not super
Sure.
strong. Yeah.
All right, what else
Sure.
did we find? I'll loot
Yes.
the bodies, figure out what's going on.
I'll help
As
investigate
for
him.
other gear, there are three main things you find on his person. The first is a altered holy symbol. It is mostly a holy symbol of Tiamat, but it has been altered to fit the motif of the ivory claw. And it is I'm gonna really speed run this because we're close to the end and we got something we got to do. So the holy symbol is that of Tiamat, but is fit to be Ivory Claw. The person who wields this and owns this effectively, it is the mark of the leader of the Ivory Claw. In addition, he has a coin purse with him. Coin purse has in it a sum total of 60 platinum pieces.
Okay.
Last, but certainly not least, on his person, he has what appears to be a mostly white, almost like a strange. It's clear with a white center and sort of like a milky white transition towards the outside, a lot like how a D20 would look if it was clear resin and then white on the inside. Sphere about the size of a large grapefruit, and it has some level of arcane magic to it, or divine magic to it rather, but has no discernible purpose at this first glance of it.
All right, I'll take the amulet,
Mhm.
toss it to
Aileron.
Aileron.
Got it.
That's for you. Varus, you mind identifying this sphere for me?
Sure. He will sort
I'm
of
offended.
push this stuff over
No,
and
I'm
grab
sorry.
the.
I watched him do it in 2 seconds though, so
Mhm.
he doesn't
Grabs-
need all the little bangy things in a forge.
Grabs the thing, and his
And he's a
eyes
dragon.
flash gold again. Flash back. It's almost like the lizards that blink sideways,
Yeah.
except gold. And when it comes back, he sort of pulls back from it again and goes, divining orb for the sort of looks around the hour goddess? Questionably? Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to worship her right now or not, is sort of the vibe you get from him. But like, he'll hand it back to you and says, this is strong magical artifact, has some sort of connection to the Scaled Tyrant. Her following seems to more or less rule over the domain of the cold. I would not know how to activate this. This requires more of a religious angle as opposed to an arcane.
That's fine. I will keep that.
I'll hand it back to you.
Put that in my pouch.
The moment he lets
And
go
I'll
of
say,
it, he's
since he
very
said
like,
that,
Mhm.
since he said that, I'll just say in Draconic, worship isn't required yet.
a concerning answer, but I will gladly take the time of freedom that I do have. I appreciate it greatly.
I'm glad he said it that way.
Mhm.
The freedom that I do have.
Precisely. They go about their business. For the rest of you, you all leave the temple, and Varnex to do his final work. Make your way back to the inn, and head upstairs, where you see that the moment that you step, who's first through the door?
Yotev, I think,
Yotev.
has to be first. He's
Okay.
kind of like rushing a little
Running.
bit to get back now.
For sure. Does 22 hit you?
22 hit me.
Yeah. Mhm.
Just hits me.
Incredible. Damn. You walk through the door and a giant elemental fist is shoved into your face. As the last thing Calcifer was told was, if anyone enters here, beat the shit out of him. And he just fully clocks you in the face. And the moment that he does, he just sort of apologies. That was unintentional.
Good job, Calcifer. You're doing exactly as you're supposed to. That's quite all right.
Sort of backs up and lowers himself down into a corner and just keeps his hands up the whole time. Like goes into a full power squat and just does not move. You see in the far corner, Lisbeth is eyes and are red and around the eyes are puffy, and she just looks like she's had like a week's worth of emotional tension released all at once and is now just exhausted. She is sort of sitting next to, holding the arm of your daughter, and your daughter's fully like practically keeping her up at this point. She is exhausted. She looks like she's about to fall asleep, but she like is forcing herself to try to be up and try to be here for her kids. Vincent is standing, sort of staring out the window. Roll an insight check for me, Yotev.
Oh, here we
Your favorite thing to do.
Against
Yeah.
the family.
Yep.
Where is the insight?
Natural one. Natural.
The 9. I'm gonna
9.
use another flash of genius just to make that a 14.
14. A 14 is enough where as you look over at your son staring down, your son is looking down at the courtyard in front of the landlocked lady, meaning that he saw you come in and fully could have told Calcifer that you were coming and chose not to.
Tricky bitch.
He continues to stand there. He doesn't turn around, but you hear your daughter, like, as you walk in the door, stands up and immediately, like, fully jumps and hugs you around the neck. And she starts to just cry now that you're here. And, like, the entire time has been holding it together. The moment that all 4 of you are shown to be safe and shown to be together, lost all composure.
As Tanya goes to hug Yotev and like he embraces her, like returns it, he like starts to just stroke her back. Say there, it's okay, we're okay now. Everyone's here.
Elizabeth stands up and says, "We're okay for now. I won't feel safe again till we're back home, till we're out of here, we're gone. We need to go, and we don't need to stick around for very much longer. We need to go now."
You're right. I think that is a good idea. But I don't want you all to go alone. The Mordoons are still out there. As far as I know, they're still looking. We dealt with the Ivory Claw. But I forget. Aiden, do you have the ring for the silver ring for the Trebanes?
I don't think I was the one who had it. I don't remember who has it, but
If it's not Aiden, it's you.
Yeah, if I have it, I'm gonna hand her the ring. Actually, no, I'm gonna say I'm going to turn this in. I'm going to get you some aid and escort back to wherever you want to go. I'm going to make sure that you get home safe.
Your daughter pulls away and says, "Are you not going home?"
I still have business to attend to. My adventure's not over yet. But I will be home eventually.
What about Hupperduke? Are we not going back to Hupperduke?
You can go back to Hupperduke. You can go wherever you want. Just stay safe, please.
Vincent, for the first time, will speak up and say, "It can't be Hupperduke. I don't know where it is, but it can't be Hupperduke." And
Then I recommend getting as far away as possible.
farthest point would be the Menagerie Coast somewhere. If we're lucky, we can... I don't know how much your... Sort of looks over his shoulder at the ring. Your ring sells for, but... It's enough to get us across the ocean, then maybe Taldore.
This ring isn't something for sale. It is a trade-in for a favor with the Trevane family here. They should be able to escort you so that you are all safe to wherever it is that you want to go. My hope is that they will send you at least as far as the Menagerie Coast, and that will be as far away from any of this as you need to be. And I will come find you when I am done.
We are getting very close to time. What up?
I'm good.
So we'll speed this a little bit just to get to the point that Yotev, you take your family swiftly, quietly, under a cloak of night from the landlocked lady back to the familiar speakeasy, and you trade in that ring. You're given the option to go most places on Wild. You want to go further, it'll only cost you another 20 gold. If you want to get all the way to Taldore. Ships aren't super expensive, but if you introduce the fact that these people have to be smuggled, the price goes up dramatically.
Okay. I understand. I want them to be safe, and I want to know where they are.
I forget, we have direct communication with Beauregard, correct? Or is that something that we have to like go travel to?
You have direct communication with Allura Visorin. And then for Bo, I believe you have a means of contacting Bo if you get to a place that has a Cobalt Soul.
Okay. Did I ever meet Allura Visorin, or did Kenji meet? I don't know if I actually met
Kenji
Allura.
met Allura, and then Kenji used the mirror around you guys.
Okay.
And then the mirror was used again when Kenji died in the tunnel, in like the jail
Okay.
with
Okay.
your son. So you've definitely seen the mirror and you've seen Allura before, but very tangential.
Okay. Whenever it is, wherever it is that they end up, notify Allura Visorin and tell her to reach out to me. And I
You're
will
telling
pay
this to the Trebanes, or are you saying like
to
to the party, reach out to them? Reach out to
the Trebanes, and I guess then by proxy, Lisbeth, Vincent, and Tanya, because I believe they're all there with me.
Mhm.
And you said it was 20 gold.
to get them to Taldore.
What a steal.
Yep. In fact, just to add a little bit extra measure, I'm gonna make it 25.
Okay.
Your family's life is worth an extra 5 gold.
At
Not
the very
like,
least.
not like 30.
Technically, the
Right.
25 is all extra, so this goes the way.
Let's go, baby.
You hand over the silver ring. Zorka looks it over, whisks it away. It will be done. As for the three of you, this will be a long journey, but we'll try to make it as quick, painless, and as possible. She looks over at the Leonin. He sort of looms in the corner, and he nods. We'll get the cart underway. Begins to head out. Family turns towards you, and one by one, they say their goodbyes. Your Tanya is a little bit more blubbery. She's saying goodbye, but she swears that we'll see you soon, and we'll do what we can. And I don't think I can write letters, but mom can send from time to time, and we'll keep in touch. We'll let you know. We'll do all this stuff. She makes 1,001 promises.
Yotep
None of which-
grabs her face and like caresses her cheeks with his thumbs. Breathe. I will see you again soon. I promise.
Roll either a persuasion or a deception check for me.
I will roll persuasion.
Why you gotta do him that way?
What?
12.
Why is it gotta be a persuasion or
And
a
I'm gonna use. I think I have one last one of the day. I'm gonna use my flash of genius to up that to a 17.
Flash.
She takes a breath, shakily, and nods. Will relax a little bit, but you imagine she won't relax until she is fully on her way. She steps back. Lisbeth is less enthusiastic in giving you an embrace, but will do so. And as she pulls out, she says, "Thank you."
I couldn't have done it without you.
Looks uncertain of that, considering how little she feels as though she's done, but she will not belabor the point. Says, "That's right. I will keep you updated with sendings, let you know of our progress. And, I'll let you know if and when we settle where and how you can find us."
Thank you.
Son, looks he looks a lot like you do. And you recognize the face that you used to make any and every time you and Lisbeth had fights growing up, while they were growing up, where she would get onto you about finances or your work or something, and she would inevitably corner you and win one of these fights, and you would get a face of a begrudging defeat in being proven wrong, and just how frustrating you recall in this moment just how frustrating it is to admit your own fault and admit that there was something that you could have said or done that was better, and that if you had just listened, maybe it wouldn't have gotten to this point. And you see that look on his face, and you recognize that he is going through this exact same emotional state as he's thinking about the fact that you were right, that he messed up in handling and being in basically doing work with the people he did work with, and how you were right in the fact that you proved him wrong by coming all this way to help and not just abandoning them again. And you proved him wrong in so many different ways in the past couple of days, and he's so upset about it that he doesn't want to admit fault or admit wrong. But he stands there with that same expression you used to wear. You noticed Lisbeth has also noticed that face. She looks at you apologetically for it on his behalf, but also a little bit like, this is your own goddamn medicine, so I don't know, tell you. And as he stands there, he eventually breaks that silence. He goes, "You don't have to worry about this. Make sure we're safe. Be okay."
I trust you. I know you'll do everything you can. I like put my arm like up, like I'll grab his like forearm. You're a lot stronger than you even know.
Swallows hard, and there's a voice crack at the beginning of his next sentence as he's trying not to show emotion, but some just forces itself through and says, "Thank you. Coming."
There's a part of me, IRL me, that's like, do I also send Calcifer with them as extra protection? But I also don't want to make that decision.
I'm sneaking up on him right now with a cup of water.
Don't you dare.
Well, I do suppose that while the entire party is not here, if the party would like to vote on whether they are okay with sending away Calcifer, it's up to, if it's a tie, I guess it can't be a tie, but if it's enough to where it would be a tie, then we can hold off and hear from Lady B. But it's up to y'all. This is your NPC to do with as you please.
I'm fine with it.
I think Yotev would vote to have that happen. We
It's
don't
two
need
yeses.
the extra party member, but like, you know, they could use as much protection as possible.
Yeah.
You're muted, Michael.
I think sending Calcifer is fine.
It's 3.
I'm in agreement.
Is it
Doesn't
unanimous?
You I want to be the asshole, but I'm okay with it.
I mean,
I want to be like, no.
no. That's our fire element. It did 21 points of damage to the dude with fucking crazy high AC. Are you kidding me? Keep that shit.
He just barely met me.
I'm gonna.
He
He
did.
just barely met the AC.
He's gonna succumb to a cup of water, or he will be useful to the party. You choose.
With that,
He's in a suit now, a really nice suit now. A cup of water is not going to be enough.
with that, I leave the unfortunate news breaking to y'all. I'm not going to be the one to tell her.
Good luck, Michael.
Calcifer will. Good luck, Michael.
Did you say that you wiped your hands clean of this?
I do wipe my hands
Oh,
clean.
okay. Incredible.
For sure. You all that night see off the 4 of them now as they go into a cart that is covered, and as the tent flap the flap of the back of the cart closes, the magic of the cart takes effect, and the entire tapestry over it shifts and makes it look as though it is completely empty in the back, turning everything on the inside invisible, and it begins to shove off. The Leonin, having put all this together, now rides in the front next to a familiar-looking, well, sort of familiar. You noticed a form had not been who they said they were. And we'll put pieces together here a little bit that the elf that was seen in the tavern just yesterday steps in rather a drow steps into that seat and sits down, and as they cast Disguise Self, turns into the elf that you saw in the tavern before, and they begin to trot off down the road, escorting your family to Menagerie, the Menagerie Coast, and beyond. Do believe that is where we will end, with all of you guys getting a long rest. If you'd like to go ahead and mark that off.
There's one final point of order that I want to take care of in the temple before I come back for that long rest. I want to contact Carthel. I want to show Vilrus the dagger and say, this allows me to contact Carthel. He is in charge in my absence. Okay, I need you to make or get made one of these in the next couple of days before I leave town so that I can contact you. But I'll let him examine the dagger so that he can figure out the spell on it or whatever.
He casts Identify, that same blinking motion. Goes. Barnex, Master Terrascale, this is not what that... It does do that, but that's not exactly what this does. Sort of looks around the others and just sort of takes a step aside and goes, it's a sacrificial dagger? It does let you speak with him, but I would not be able to replicate the sacrificial part.
I'll look to two of the other guys. Do you have any priests here that can make one of these?
No, that's... I mean that... I can
Just
create...
spit it out.
If you kill someone with this dagger and sacrifice them to Tiamat, that thing points at the Abishai. That happens.
What?
That is beyond anyone here's ability.
I'll contact Carthel and say, I need to know how, if you can put somebody in place that you can contact to make sure they're doing stuff right here. Not that I don't trust you. I need my interests and Tiamat's interests. I need to be able to contact you to know what's going on. Unless you have a way, Vilrus.
I do. I can cast Sending myself, but it wouldn't allow you to contact us, so I can...
Right. I need to be able to
work on it.
contact you.
Yes, I can get that done.
So I can... Okay, just back up. Let me understand.
Mhm.
I can make the amethyst things.
Yep.
That's fine. Okay.
Abishai?
Okay. All right.
Wild.
It is... I will note, it is a one-time use.
That's fine.
So can he do it to
That's fine.
himself?
All that needs to happen is someone gets sacrificed to Tiamat.
Wait, and it gives him the ability to turn into an Abishai.
No,
Oh.
it turns that person into, right?
I don't know.
Whoever okay, with that we'll get into the weeds of it, but I was trying to avoid getting into the weeds of it, but effectively whoever is killed turns into a black Abishai, and
Gotcha.
if you were to do it to yourself, you would become a black Abishai and you would be able to control that. If you do it to someone else, they become that and it is under your control.
Interesting.
Anyway, casually
All right.
dropping that at the end of a session. Really looking forward to that later, but Vilrus would of course identify it and tell you, because of course he would. At any rate, you all go to bed. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan, that this is the last session for a bit.
Yes, this is my last session for a little bit.
We will be pushing on without Ryan for a couple weeks. But believe this, because Yotev stuck around, that Yotev will still be here.
Yes.
do you have someone in mind to puppet Yotev for you?
I think either Michael or Step could pilot.
Yeah.
If they, as long as they are okay with it. If they would rather not, I can always pass it to someone else who would prefer to pilot him.
We'll go ahead and have that discussion after, but we'll end off there, and meet back next week for the party minus Ryan, and we'll look forward to seeing you once you get back.